did you decide on?
Yeah, I wore the red on black bandana, which was the one I wanted to go with in the first place. But they always want wardrobe stuff there, so I bring a bunch of stuff. But I just wore that. I wore black and the red on black. Yeah. That was my bandana of choice. But it's really coming along. They're editing now, so it's getting really close, really close. And they've got all the right people working on it, and all the right interests going on, all the right counsel going on. So it's I really think this is going to be good in general, not just Hex. But showing a different side of it that really hasn't been shown before on the big screen. You know, because most of the documentaries and movies in the crypto space have been about scams or guys that have disappeared with people's money, or Ross Ulbricht going to prison for the Silk Road, or whatever. It seems like all these movies, and then the other ones are kind of really boring, technical, kind of crappy, documentaries of the noise. This is a different level, real high quality, great storyline, and with Rishel being the centerpiece of the whole thing. It's obviously it's colorful and just awe-inspiring and different, just different. Because he was a different character in the crypto space. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool.
Hey, Ray, I need a few more minutes. I'm on with PR about that issue. So just give me a few minutes, please.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's my take on what's going on. It's going to be a real eye opener for people as far as what a crypto community, what a real crypto is, and we've got some objective takes on it. People that are looking at it from the opposite side of, it's not just a puff piece on Hex and Pulse and Richard. It's really got a lot of people giving the opposite view, and not so much like an anti-view of it. I mean, of course, Eric's in it, and a couple others are in it, and their commentary. But it's really a critical look at crypto from experts outside of crypto space and the financial world. They're asking all these questions that everybody asks, Ponzi scheme, pyramid scheme, all of the same old questions that we as experts have dealt with from the beginning of time since launch, or even since AA days. It addresses all those questions in a way the whole world can see it now and see the questions that we've been asked, and then get the answers from Richard and community and everybody else. Why they're wrong, or why they don't understand what it is that's going on. Because that's what it's about. It's about education. We've got to educate the world. So it's always been our burden to bear as Hexicans is how to explain what Hex is to everybody versus all the noise. And it gets harder every time we see stuff like what's happening in the space just recently with all of the rug pulls and the over leveraged players.
Right, looks like they fell out again, so they've had their Twitter space fall out a couple of times. But good morning, everybody. I hope we're going to try and watch that or listen to that, but doesn't seem to have, they may have to reboot that again. So they've already that's fallen out a couple of times, or a second time at least. We'll come back to that. Hope everyone's having a good time. Morning, everybody. I'm starting a bit earlier because I wasn't going to start. Actually, I'm starting about right, actually. Just looking at the time there. Let us get on to it. We're going to come back to that. Hopefully that will reset itself up. So I'm going to stop sharing that. And morning. Let's have a look. We're going a few on here at the moment. Now, I know there's a few streamers on at the moment, so it's a little busy in the old Pulsechain Hex community, but that's great, right? That's what it's all about. You've got a big community, which is cool. Just the way it is. So we might come back to that. That seems to be ended. So we'll definitely refresh that, and if it gets posted, we will get into it. I think that's probably. It's gone. Yeah, it's gone. It's definitely gone. All right, cool. Let's get into the chat, folks. Say hello and good morning to everybody. It's still morning here. It's actually 20 to 12, so we're going to check out some of the market prices, and of course we've got Hex daily stats coming up. And if the Twitter space with Rackham gets back on there, we'll definitely watch that live. That's pretty cool. What else have we got in the house there? Good morning, Super, says Pulse Beta. Good morning to you. Seth as well. Woohoo! Good to see Seth. What else we got? Morning. I was setting up and then saw Rackham on live. That was me. Just read up my message. Hello, world. Woohoo! Attention. Good to see you. What else we got? Isaac in the house. Nice Rackham. Yeah. Hopefully it will get back up. You have a link. Yeah, I was going to post a link there. Money Magnet is on Twitter Space, not Telegram. He may be. I don't know if they're dual feeding it to Telegram though. They're going to probably try and get back up, as my guess. Good morning, guys. Hey, Max Crypto Arts. Good to see you. Yeah, the audio is a bit quiet. Yeah, I'm not sure why the audio is quite quiet. I had it up at maximum, so I'm not sure whether that's on their end. Hex Huddle, hey all. Hey, good to see Hex Huddle. Yeah, streams all day and Hexo day 6 of 555, Hex Huddle. Yeah, I did see a couple of his thumbnails coming up there from a good old Hexologist. 4:40 p.m. here. Hex Huddle, nice. Hey, welcome everybody. Let's get into the market. Market's not doing too badly, eh? I mean, it's not nothing phenomenal. No, Hex is sort of not really moving. We had a poll where we had 73% said that they were, were buying Hex over others, but actually the other charts are the ones that are moving. So I know they've got smaller volumes and stuff like that. It takes a lot more energy to move Hex, but Hex 3.8. I mean, it's looking positive. We may get some nice moves on Hex. Maybe it's just winding up. The chart looks like it's kind of winding up, but still not enough evidence. We've certainly got a higher low in there, and we've got a higher 50% Bollinger Band. Everything's moving up. All the bottom of Bollinger Bands, the middle of Bollinger Bands. Looks like we're going to get the EMA 13 start to move up. It looks like it's almost about to turn up too with these green days. So that's kind of cool. This is sort of even at the moment on the buyers and sellers. Sellers turned down a little bit, so that's probably a little bit positive. And we've got a rising RSI, which is positive too. So everything's looking pretty more likely that we're going to get a little bit move higher. So maybe get over that 4 cents and stay over there, hopefully. Let's look out for that. Maybe we'll get up to 4.3 cents, something like that. Is we might hit too. So cool. So look at the quad charts here. This is the Hex charts, and of course Hedron moving up. Look at Hedron, woohoo, love that. And of course the high for Hedron today, 968. Oh, before we leave there, the hourly on Hex did have a high of what is the 4 hourly? Sorry, it's the 4 hourly. Let me jump back to the hourly there. The hourly just last hour did get up to 3.9, so we did actually get up to there. Hedron there at the high was 396, almost at 1,000. That orange line that we're trying to get to. So that's actually looking pretty good, right? So nice there. And of course, we've got Icosa staking coming, as I say, with Alex, possibly this month in July. So it's cool. Excuse me. We've got Maxi as well, 7.4 cents there. So let's just see whether they got the premium in the house at the moment. Let's have a look at that. Let's see whether there's 96% premium at the moment, but it has touched just under 2 there, so just under 100% premium there. So got pretty close and looking good. Look at that chart, man. It's looking amazing. And of course, maybe in 2 or 3 months we'll get Base and Team Token coming. Base is going to be amazing. Team's going to be amazing for Maxi because it's going to eat up Maxi. It's going to burn 30% of the supply, but base is going to be awesome for Hex. It's going to eat up more circulating supply of Hex, which is wonderful. Like really, I think probably in a pretty decent hit there too, because they're targeting bigger pays better, so 150 million or something like that. That's kind of the target for that. So that'd be awesome. That'd be absolutely awesome. PLSD there at is at $3.23, so actually moving up. So we've got to change the color of our plane. It's currently red. Gunther's the pilot, of course, and here we are at $3.23, and we've actually hit a high today of $3.42. So this is winding up, I think. Not investment advice, of course, but to me, this chart looks like it's winding up. We're counting it down. 19 days to go in the launch phase. This is going to be interesting to see that play out. It really will be. Let's just quickly check Rackham Rishel's website to see whether it's reset again. No, it looks like it's still ended there. I am trying to get onto Telegram, so bear with me on that one. Now, if you haven't hit the Discord, we've got a Discord link. Join with the link in the video description and get on our Discord. We're actually at 545, so we're 5 people away from 550. So we're getting there, folks, getting there pretty closely on our next target for the growth of the Hex Token syndicated Discord with Heinz Crypto and Gen X. Gen X, I think, was live streaming. I guess he's live streaming still as well. So good on him. He's almost up at 1,000 subs as well. So let's pull out the YouTube. Let's have a look, see how he's doing. As you know, I like on this channel, I like to support up and coming channels, and especially great ones that are doing great stuff like Heinz Crypto and Gen X. And of course, Pulsechain, one of our favorite community members. So let's quickly go to the community there. Bam. And actually, channels tab. We'll have a quick look at that. Yeah, so Gen Hex there at 919 subscribers. So only 81 away now from 1,000. So if you haven't subscribed to Gen X, give them a subscribe. Help them get there quicker. Also, Pulsechain there at 471, just climbing up there. Got some more artwork coming out soon. So Briz, and then of course Heinz Crypto 712 there. Throw a few subs his way would be cool. Awesome stuff. So that's pretty much it. Now, if you haven't joined on the channel, of course, hit the join button if you want to support channel. And of course, we've got 3 different memberships: Pulsechain, Hexkins, and the Richard Hart Club. You can hit the join and support there as well. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, smash that subscribe button. So lots of social media happening as well. So cool. Let's get out of that, and we will try and get back into the Rackham Rishel's here as well. So let us know in the chat if you've seen any news over the last 24 hours. Well, I have been down under. Just let us know. Crypto Freedoms and Health here. What's up, Superman? A good afternoon from Canada. And of course, let's pump this up. Absolutely. Hex, PLS, X, and PLS. I love it. Crypto Freedom. That is the ultimate. We've got Matt and Bali. Morning, everybody. Hey, morning, Matt. Great to see you in the house. Excellent choice. Hedron. Yeah, Hedron's like a boss. Look at that chart, man. That chart is like crazy. That is amazing, that chart. What else there? Uni's in the house. Hey, Uni, good to see you. Hexodl says great financial advice here. Always says Hexodl. I appreciate that. And a big shout out. Pulsechain coming soon. Yeah, the artwork. Briz's artwork's coming out soon, I guess. So looking forward to that. Yeah, sub to Gen Hex and unsub from Rags, says Hexodl. That's funny. We're a big supporter of Rags too. I don't know why you'd want to do that, Hexodl. Hex is in the house there. DB Cooper. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So looking good, as we say. I'm so glad I almost caught that bottom on the Hedron. Did you? At 175? That's amazing. So down the bottom there, that's awesome. Yeah, Hedron, let's pull that up actually, because Hedron's moving like a boss at the moment. Look at that. Woohoo! And it got down all the way down here on the 18th of June. It got down to 175. I know someone actually said in chat, I think on this day, that they'd caught the bottom near the bottom there. So they're probably obviously in this range somewhere. And of course, look at that. Actually spiked all the way up by the 26th, went up to 12,773 and came back down. Now it's back up at 9,386. Really looking good here. Needs to get over here and get some support over 1,000 here. But it's looking pretty good. It may get denied. It may get denied, but I don't know about that because the ICOSA is still coming out, and it probably won't come out until the second half of July is my guess, if it does come out this month. Of course, that's what Alex said. That does, can't remember exact phrasing, so I want to be careful with that. But talking about July, so we'll see. Very cool. Let's refresh Rackham's thing and see whether whether they've tried to get back up again. I'm not sure why the audio was so low on this one, to be honest. It should have been reasonably high, but no, it doesn't look like they're back on. We'll get back to that anyway. Let us get on. We've got quite a few other charts to look at. So actually, I'm trying to bring up the BNB one here. So we're going to bring up the BNB. Let's get out of take the comment off first. We've got BC at 21,583 and ETH at 1,200 and BNB at 242. So it's not too bad. Excuse me. So yeah, that's not too bad there. Holding up. That's a look. Yeah, it's holding up. It's all right. What else we got there? We're going to have a look at the BNB charts, see how they're performing overnight. Let's have a look here. So we got, look at that. How about that? Pulse Dodge there making a little bit of a move today. Finally making a bit of a move. Back over 4/10 of a penny there. Was down at 0035. Then it's back at 4/10 of a penny. So nice move there. Let's see if it can build off the bottom here. That really does look like trying to find a bottom, but you never know in crypto. It can keep going down. What else we got? P33. Is at 14 cents, and it actually dipped down to 12 cents. So that's not doing too well at the moment on P33. Obviously, if you're doing the hot pulse list or free pulse, this is part of that family. So at the moment, P33, their meme coin basically for that ecosystem is struggling at the moment. IM also, how's it doing? Oh, a bit better. It is off the low here of 631 now at 642, so just slightly better there, just slightly trying to etch itself up a bit higher, but doesn't have quite the momentum. So there's not really any news apart from the IMD, which is going to benefit from when the wallet comes out. It's not really news for that, and that's months away. So yeah, we'll see. Obviously, it will benefit from Pulsechain. Pulsechain, suddenly appears to launch, so that's probably the thing. All right, that is a BNB, and we're going to check out the weight token. There's the airdrops. I've made a new tab, airdrop tab, and of course, let's see how this is doing. We've got the weight token, of course. We talked about this yesterday, and it actually went down to 0.5%. Went down 0.5% yesterday when we were talking about it. It was up at about 7 tenths of a penny. Then it went down to 0.5%. Now it's back up just over 7 tenths of a penny here. Actually almost got to 8 tenths of a penny. So it's going to be interesting. Are we going to get a rally on this one, do you think? Let me know in the chat if you think we're going to get a rally on the weight token. Let's change. That's on 15 minutes, so let's change it to the hourly. And let's scrunch that up. That is the hourly there, so that gives you a better view. And of course, I kind of ignore the first day on trading here, but it's kind of maybe 3 cents was this high here, and it's pretty much just been floating around this 0.5% thing at the moment. So let's see whether it can move a bit higher, maybe move up to 1 cent, 1.1 cent. See if it can etch itself up there. Let me know in the chat if you've actually bought any weight token. Obviously, this is waiting until Pulsechain launches. They've launched this token, weight token, as an airdrop here to sacrifices. Of course, we covered all that. If you check sacrifice for 8 different types of sacrifices, you'd be able to claim on each of them and for different wallets. So cool there. Let us know in the chat. That'd be pretty interesting. The good old weight token. All right, that is pretty much the chart roundups there. Let's get into the chat and see whether anyone actually responded to any of those. We got Lies Beneath in the house. Hey, Lies Beneath, good to see it. Hello, how are you today? I'm very good, thank you. Hex, EHEX, PLS, and PLX for the one. Absolutely, that's the ultimate strategy. Back in Richard Hart tokens. They're going to be the golden tokens. Richard Hart's looking to take over crypto, so no surprises there. That's pretty much it. In fact, not only is he looking to it, the rest of the market's helping Richard. Have you ever thought about that? The rest of the market is helping Richard take over crypto. Why is that? Because they pretty much I don't know. Let's keep nice words. Mock him, call him scammer, this and that, and yet they're the project. Their projects are the ones that are turning out to be the scams, in the sense that they stop you withdrawing, like Celsius. They're scammering to pay off balance sheets. Their models are really crappy. and the bear market showing it, right? They are speculating with your assets and all that sort of stuff. They have high risk portfolios they can't cover. So this is interesting what's happening here. There are so many big names falling from grace, and of course, some of them criticized Richard and the Hex and Pulsechain, those sort of things. And they are falling. Richard is still building, and of course, he's going to be. How many people are going to be standing when he decides to launch Pulsechain? And of course, there's going to be nothing else out there, right? There's going to be innovation. There's always going to be innovation in crypto and blockchain. That's going to keep pushing forward. And of course, we'll get it more seamless as well in terms of onboarding, which is a big issue for mass adoption. I think we can all agree on that. But we are seeing innovations in that space. Just like we saw cross-chain bridges, that was a pretty major innovation. We're also seeing, going to get innovation and onboarding eventually where it gets pretty seamless, not too difficult, I'm sure. Now, we may have to have iterations of blockchains and things like that to get there, but still looks pretty good. And Richard's going to be launching in that future where people are going to be wanting the best of everything in one place. And of course, Richard's building that out. So it's going to be really, really cool. Summer's in the house. Hey, Summer, good to see you. Hey. Summer says, you rock. Thank you so much. Hey, appreciate that, Summer. Right back at you. And Jay, everything says, I'm going to wait. Yeah, I'm going to wait. Yeah. People are waiting for the wait token. You get more wait tokens if you wait. But you've got to get them before the Pulsechain launches, which should be fairly easy to do, I think. Tension says, I sold my weight and waiting to get back in again, says Tension. Nice. Okay, cool. That's kind of what I wanted to hear. People are getting involved in that. What's up, players? That Pulse player. Hey, good to see that Pulse player. And woohoo, I'm excited too. So welcome, everybody. All right, let's quickly check Rackham. I'm going to just intermittently check Rackham just to see whether they've got back up with the audio. Yeah, that seems to be ended. I'm not sure whether RG3 is actually running this or Rackham's running it. So that's the other thing. Let me just pull up RG3's account. RG3's, yeah. Play recording. Community get there 49 minutes ago. Play recording. Yeah, so these were the two failed attempts. So they had the first one, and that failed. And then they had the second one, and that seemed to have failed as well, unfortunately. So let's go into the second one here. It's gone, damn it. Yeah. And you're going live again. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see whether they do that. So we'll keep checking back in on that one, and hopefully they will get that back up. The audio wasn't very good. Like, it was on the low side. I really did my best to lift it up, but that's where it was. Cool. Let us just share this. Now we're going to bring up the Hex Daily Stats. What time is it now? Almost not quite 12 yet. We've got the Hex Daily Stats coming up, so we're going to pull that up. I haven't managed to check a lot of the Twitter today, but we will go through and check some of that too, and see whether any of the teams have been active at the moment. So we're going to check Alex's ICOSA, see whether they've got any updates on here. No updates on that one. We're going to check not Internet Money. We'll leave that one. Heist Estates. We'll check Heist Estates, see whether they've been doing anything. No, nothing on there either. We're going to quickly check. Liquid Loans. We'll check Liquid Loans. And we're still waiting for the sacrifice balances and the UI for this. They're taking a long time. Even with Pulsechain not around the corner, it's still taking a long time to get the sacrifice balances out there. So, it's obviously it's a bit funny. Anyway, so what else we got going? We got Maximus, of course. We love Maximus, and this is so good. Maximus doing really well. What else have we got here? Let's jump through some of this. No, so that's nothing. Doesn't seem anything of interest there. No, nothing on there for Maximus. And finally, let us check out one more. No, we're going to go to Mitra. We're going to Mitra. Yeah, we'll check out Mitra and see if there's any update there. Just trying to see. No update there, if I can see. Yeah, no update there. So no real updates from the projects, or what I call some of leading projects, so that's cool. And we'll wait to see whether RG3 manages to push out a new live stream on Twitter Space there as well. So cool. Hex Day stats coming up later on, so we'll definitely get back into that. Let me just move these things around. But I'm pretty happy with the markets at the moment. 21,600 on BTC, 12 on ETH. That's not too bad. And BNB, 243. It's not too bad at all on there. And away we go. So I'm just going to leave it on that. Get into the chat. We've got Identity Block in the house. Hey, Identity Block, good to see you. Hex Token says, don't claim weight yet because it's one more an hour per sec if it gives you, if you'll wait. So every hour you're going to get one more weight token if you wait. So a lot of people are not claiming. I don't even know if the supply's that high. I don't even know if the supply of the weight token is that high at the moment. Let's go check the supply of the weight token while we wait. We might as well play around with while we wait. Obviously not investment advice at all. I thought I had that saved as my favorite on my watch list, but it's not there. Maybe it's on a different watch list. Maybe that's the case. So we've got weight version 3. There's now Ethereum pair 2 now. So someone set up an Ethereum pair V3. There's a V2 USDC pair, which has got $2,600 liquidity. And then there's a V3 USD, which has got 24,000. That's the one that we've kind of been following. Let's have a look here. It's got 2.2 million weight tokens in here. The pool's pretty small. With 24,000, that's bigger actually. So when Crypto Coffee did his video, I think there was only about 2,500 liquidity in the pair, and I think there may have only just been one trading pair. Don't hold me on that, but I think there may have been. Then when I did a video yesterday, I think we were at 8,000, and now it looks like it's at 24. I do think it is increasing its liquidity on there up at 24. Obviously, the price has gone up a bit, but people probably added liquidity to it. Let's have a look at the weight and see how many are in there. So 17.2 million is how much has been minted from the looks of it. Let's have a look and see mint weight. So there's a lot of minting there. Mint all weight, mint. So that's been minting quite a bit. You can sort of see the sort of volumes that are being minted at the moment. So 8,000 there. So 8,000, there'd be a lot of Pulsechain ones, right? 8,000, 14,000, 14, or 14, maybe 14 is Pulsechain. Right there, I can't remember exactly. We've got some smaller ones there, 3,000, that'd be what, liquid loans or something like that? That's a transfer, that one, sorry, I apologize. Mint weight 3,000, that'd be something like liquid loans or something. I haven't got the website up, but there we are. That's in the last hour. So a lot of minting, a little bit of swapping going on. Interesting stuff there. Holders. Let's look who's got some hodling here. Wow, 717 is the top one. 444,000, 400,000. We've got a few percentage points of the weight token there. That's pretty interesting. I'm not sure if on the contract read only. Let's have a look through some of the functions that you can read-only ones. Mintable. What else we got there? Total people, total sacks, total supply. That's our total supply number. Total weight. I guess it's not up yet. Total sacks, 8. That's true. So total sacks is just the 8 sacrifices, like liquid loans, Pulsechain, and stuff like that. I think that's it claimed. No, yeah, a write contract. So it's on this will just be all the interactions it can do. Prove, burn, check, decrease allowance, fulfill, increase allowance, midnight bonus. That's the big payday bonus. What else there? Mint weight. I guess that's the one. Mint weight. Transfer from, transfer ownership. Here, so this should arguably be all the ones that are, or at least some of the ones that will be interfaced with the weight website there. All right, that's a lot of waiting. A lot of waiting going on. Let's look at analytics. Bam, analytics there. It just shows you the growth there as it's happening. So yeah, man. So what yesterday? Let's look at it this way. The 7th of July, it says transferred of 4.7 million. And then the 8th of July, it says transfer amount 29.6, which is just an indication there's more volume around or moving around. That's pretty much it. So it's a pretty blunt instrument there on the old information. It's cool. I'll let us jump back out of there, and away we go. Let's go actually to our Pulse Dogecoin. Let's go pick that up. I must go check RG3, just double check he's not back online. Join Twitter space. Is that a new one? No, that looks like the same one. So I don't know if they're going to be doing another one from the looks of it. Let us know in the chat if you do catch them going live, and I'll try and check that. What else there? How long can we wait till? That's an excellent choice. Till Pulsechain launches. What's up, bro? Hey, Identity Block. Good to see you in the house. Let's get back to where we were at the stage. We're going to go check out Pulse Dogecoin. 5.1 million. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll probably get probably 6 million or under 6 million total by the time we launch, because the OA and stuff are still going. Apparently, there's about 27%, maybe 28% of the stakes have actually claimed out of everybody. So over 1 in 4. So that's cool. We've got the number of claims at the moment at 22,868 have claimed Pulse Dogecoin at the moment. So it's not bad, Not bad at all. And here's our leaders. These are our leaders: 1, 2, 3 whales, 4 whales, 5 whales at 40, and then to get in the top 5th page, you need 9,900 to get on Pulse Dogecoin. But it's counting down. There's not far to go at all. 19 days, I think, is the last day. Now, you can only qualify for the claim if you had Hex stakes at the 20th of April. So if you haven't claimed, then you can definitely do that. 19 days and 13 hours to go. Woohoo! All right. So not far, man. Over 80% the way. And when the fireworks already beginning. I don't know. That chart looks like the fireworks are just before beginning. But it's got a higher low in it. It's moving up to challenge $3.40. Can it do? Let's see what it does here. 19 days to go. We did a poll a couple of weeks ago, and 60% of people thought that the fireworks would begin after the claim phase and the OA and the BA address getting their tokens, which are 450,000 tokens or something. So we'll see how that gets on. But so it's turning out to be fun. Now, after the Pulse Doge, now we've got the weight token as well. So you can't say it's not fun out in the the Hex ecosystem, as it were, or Pulsechain ecosystem. Cool. What other communities have so much of these airdrops and things? Very few, I would say. All right, so we're going to leave it on there. Get into some of the comments. I'm a little bit behind the comments, so I apologize. Dan's in the house. Hey, Hex Token, my man. Great stream, my bro. The Irish got the best of all the blacks in the rugby, my bro. I don't know if you watched it, that game, love show. Keep it rocking. Adan, I understand that the Irish won against a 14-man All Black team. I haven't followed the All Blacks for years, to be honest, Adan. I don't know if the following in New Zealand of the All Blacks is as big as it used to be. I don't watch it. I stopped watching it. But I would say that that's a great accomplishment by Ireland. But I do understand that they were playing against a 14-man team, so someone must have got penalised off the game. But congratulations, for sure. Irish are one of my favourite teams if I was to watch rugby. Until PLS launched here. It's 1 weight token per hour per sack per project per wallet since the end sack till the launch if you wait. Yeah, that's true. Well said there, Exodal. Or announcement of launch close, yeah. The longer you wait, the more tokens you get. I'm cool with waiting, says excellent choice. True that. Woohoo! Let's jump through some of these. Daniel's in the house. Is it only for PLS or PLSX too? No. The weight token isn't. Did I actually paste the link? I think I pasted the link yesterday. Let's put it in here. Weight token. I'm pretty sure I've got the list. Sacrifices. So it's for Pulsechain, PulseX, Liquid Loans, Mintra, Genius, Hurricash, Fiat, and Internet Money. Those are the 8 if you had claimed you'd be able to participate in that. So yeah, that is pretty much it on that. I actually don't have the other page up at the moment, but that is true. Let me pull it up. I might have it here. White paper PDF. Yeah, so Let's scroll down, and this is the table here. Now, these inflation numbers have changed because we've obviously it launched on was it the 5th? Yeah, 5th of July, and so we've had more days, and every hour you're getting more weight tokens. So we're up currently up to, obviously, if you claim, you stop getting weight tokens. Okay, so if you wait and wait and wait, you're going to get more weight tokens. That's the way it works. I don't know. It's inflating, but speculative. Just another one, another crypto, but it's fun, I guess. So these are the different amounts. So yeah, 8,000 for Pulse, but that's higher now, obviously. 3,000 for Pulse Hex. They're all higher now. Liquid Loans 2.5, Mintra 2,600, Genius 840, Hurry Cash 3,000, Fiat 744, and Internet Money 259. This was the starting amount. Obviously, it's higher now. Total amount of addresses claimable 195,554. But remember, there are people that have done the Genesis strategy, like me. I've done that too. We sacrificed on multiple addresses to get yourself a Genesis account, just so you can benefit from things exactly like this. And if you've sacrificed on any of these using those addresses, then that's the way it happens. So I have done that, and it's worked out perfectly, right? We talked about that on this channel, about making Genesis addresses. In other words, sacrificing even if a small amount on other addresses and getting that. And so it's worked out perfectly, right? So I can claim on multiple addresses for this. So the 195,554 will have people with a number of Genesis addresses there. So cool. It is a cool strategy to, if you know that you're in an environment like Hex and Pulsechain, where the chances of a lot of airdrops to those are going to happen. It's been over half a dozen to Hex, for example. And we expect to see a lot for Pulsechain, probably a lot more actually. Then this is a good example of that. So cool. I checked mine last night, and I'm happy where it's at. Nice. So if you want to get the link for these, where do we post this? Let me post the link. Bam. That is that's the white paper. If you want the link for that, and of course, where's the actual site? Let me just pull up the site. The site for that. This is the site. Now, Crypto Coffee's done a video on this. Apparently, the Pulse Police have done a say the code's okay. But once again, you have to go and confirm that for yourself. I'm hearing that secondhand. So, yep. Best was to sack from multiple wallets for these kind of airdrops. That's right, Exodal. I just talked about that, so that's cool. Especially since it doesn't depend on the amount of sack. Exactly. There it is, the weight link there. You're spot on with it, not depending on the amount of sack. I was surprised on what showed up for PLS, says Joints. Yeah. Thanks for the excellent board coverage of our ecosystem, says David Lee. Excellent board coverage. Not sure what that is. Could you be more specific there, David? Thanks. Cool. Well, there are the links for the weight token. Anyway, there we are. Boom, boom, boom. The more you wait, the more you get. So if you don't claim, you're going to get more volume. But of course, we saw the price there sitting at just over 0.7 of a penny for the white token. It is the latest thing on the horizon there. Nice. All right. How are we doing for time? We're doing pretty good. We've got Hex daily stats coming out shortly. But before we do that, let's have a look at the Hex whale. And we're also going to check in on RG3 to make sure that they haven't started live streaming again. They may have given up on it. No, it doesn't look like they're live streaming again. We're going to check on Rackham as well, although I think it's RG3 that's showing it. So we'll quickly check on that. Hey, welcome everybody. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button and a link and get in there. Yeah, no, it's not back on yet. That's a bit of a shame. I was really looking forward to that. Hopefully they'll get that back up and running. We will try and cover it if they do as well. Let's go to the Hex Whale bot and see what's been happening over the last 24 hours amongst the big fish. We've had some good accounting going on, so we have enjoyed some more penalties. If you've got Hex T-shares, you are enjoying. We haven't had a lot of penalties lately, so you're getting a lot of penalties at the moment. So that's really, really nice because it was a good sign we weren't getting a lot of penalties, to be honest. It means people weren't immediately in staking and dumping into a falling price, as it were, making the price even lower. So it meant the price could cool off a bit. We had 23 hours ago, we did have this 10.9 million sell for 389, so we covered that yesterday. 6 hours ago, we had 6.7 million bought for $250,000. So let's check in on here and see whether Hexicat's happy with that. So Hexicat likes it. Who else is in there? That's pretty much it. So that's cool. So it was $250,000. That's what we want to get, a lot more of those. Then we had, at the same time, we had 4.1 million bought for 161,000. So that's cool. Yeah, no comments there. Just let's see whether someone's done any analysis on that. Then after that, what else we had after that? That's it pretty much. So cool. 2 buys. We'll take that. And the earlier sell. So cool. We like that a lot. Now, Hex Daily Stats is coming up. Day 950 is going to be coming up here. So we're going to talk about that. Oh, no, it is day 950 now. So we're going to be waiting. No, it's not. It's day 950. So is that not reset itself? That's unusual. That's not usual. Day 949. I'm pretty sure. No, that's not right. So yeah, we talked about day 49 yesterday. So I'm pretty sure the stats are just delayed. So we'll come back to that in a minute. All right, we're going to wait for RG3, and he'll be coming up soon, I'm sure. Bam. So we're going to wait for RG3 to come up. Hopefully they're going to reset. I'm looking forward to it if they were, because it's going to be a nice little discussion with Rackham and Rishel on there. So cool. David Lee says, you give news and such on all publication projects. Appreciate the. Oh, David Lee. Now that makes sense. Thanks, David. Appreciate that. Crypto Ninja, nice. Good to see Crypto Ninja with the rocket bags as well. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Where we're up to. Let's have a look and see where the channel's up to. Heading towards 4,900 subs. And then, of course, after that, only 100 to go to the big 5K. A big shout out to Belliot Brand, who's just hit 5,555 subscribers. So that's a cool milestone. Yeah, so we're still 31 away from 4,900. So we're getting there slowly and surely, getting there. Someone's just posted something on the Twitter, my other Twitter. So I'm going to check that. Just let me do that in a minute. Let's see who's looking at. Actually, we had Randy Alasky on there too. Let me just get rid of that. Let me just back on here too. Randy Alasky says on the weekly charts looking good with the Oryx indicator for Hex, so that's really positive. On the Oryx indicator, that was 17 hours ago. So nice one there, Randy Alasky, who's doing a world tour at the moment. Man, he's going to some amazing places. So big shout out to him. Let's have a look here. Yeah, so I can't see anything on that one, so we'll come back there. Let's go into that one. All right, cool. Sorry about that. Adan says, Hex Token, how does the wait work? You need to mint through your Sacrifice wallet, and you need to mint through your Sacrifice wallet, and can you transfer from Sacrifice wallet to Ledger? What does the wait token does, champ? Please explain. Thanks. Well, you can mint through your Sacrifice wallet. That is true. It will cost you, I don't know, what's the gas fee at the moment? It costs you a little. Yesterday it was only about $1.20 or something. Let me just bring up Etherscan, see what the price is at the moment. 15 Gwei, so it's still pretty cheap at the moment. So yeah, it should be pretty cheap to claim at the moment on the old. Man, we've been enjoying this Gwei over the night. It's been fantastic. Yesterday we got down to 4 Gwei yesterday. Someone said I saw it at 6 Gwei, 5 Gwei actually. So it's pretty low on that one. So yeah, just waiting to see if this is going to pull up here. Nothing there. Oh well, that's a shame. All right, it's cool. What else there? We're waiting for Rackham and Rishel, by the way. If you're hopefully they'll get back on the stream. Anyway, we were up to this comment here. You need to mint your sack. Yes, you do, and it should cost you not too much. All it's going to do is going to go check the oracles apparently, and then make sure that you qualify. And then mint your tokens. I think that's how it works there. Can you transfer it from the SAC? Well, I have not claimed, by the way. I have not claimed the weight token. So just transfer. And what does this weight token does, champ? Doesn't do anything. It's a speculative token. And it's all about waiting. So yeah, you can. There is game theory. I've posted the white paper above. So read the white paper. Don't just claim something that you don't know nothing about just because people on YouTube are covering it. Or people in the chat are saying how cool it is. You should really read yourself as well. Watch a few videos if you want to get a bit more background, but don't get into the culture of just claiming because everyone else is claiming or claiming because YouTubers are covering it. you really need to do some background work before you interact with your wallet as well. So cool. Now, Crypto Coffee in the beginning of his video does have things around security and things like that, so it's well worth watching as well. I think RH Maxi had something as well, so cool. What else we got there? So hopefully that helps there. But Dan, good morning, Brennan. Hey, good morning, and Mix in the house as well. Woohoo! Hey, good to see you, Mix for only PLS and PLSX. No, there are 8 different claims. So I've posted the links up the top there, Dan, and I've read those out earlier in the live stream as well. Crypto Journeyman was up. Good to see you, CJ. Good to see you, CJ in the house. All right. So there we are. Hex at 3.8. Hedron moving up 940. Maxi at 7.5 cents, and of course 96%. 96% premium, is it? 96% premium, yeah, on Maxi, and of course PLSD at $3.22. And it looks like it's going to attack that $3.40. And if it does, away, it's going to go. It's going to go, in my view. Not investment advice, of course. Remember that. It's nothing I'm saying is investment advice. We're just looking at these charts and commenting on them. So that's just the way it goes. All right, cool. Let's check the stats here. I think it's because of the weekend. I think today's often a day when the data actually lags. Yeah, we're 20 minutes in. There we are, day for thrifty. There it is. Woohoo! High off the press, folks. The price is snapshot at 3.869 cents. We're up 5.1%. The 9th of July, day 950 in the Hex journey. Man, we're up. You know what we're heading towards next? Day 1,000 in Hex. Can you believe it? 1,000 days of Hex being live. Isn't that beautiful? It really is cool. The Hex payout per T-share, 6.236 Hex per T-share. The T-share rate there at $883 per T-share. Obviously, if you stake for 10 years, you'll get that at a third of the price. The T-share rate up 11.4 to 22,927. We're almost not too far away from 23,000. And of course, if you stake for 10 years, you'll get that at you only need a third of the amount of Hex if you stake for 10 years, because you get 200% bonus in your share in your Hex bonus for the share calculation. So cool. CJ and House there. Hey buddy, good to see you, CJ. Chris Ross as well. Good evening, Suitman. Nice new background you got there. Yeah, I got Pulsechain Halo in the background now. Hope you guys like that. This is a Pulsechain Halo. It's almost angelic, isn't it, with the Pulsechain there? Dan says, okay, thanks, explain, champ. We'll do some research. We'll appreciate it, mate. Cheers, love your awesome content. I appreciate that, Dan. Yeah, like I say, Crypto Coffee's got a video. There's a couple other YouTubers that have got videos. Some of them have got videos around security as well. Definitely worth checking out. But I do always encourage you to read the source documents as well. For explaining, I meant bad typo, my bro. That's all good, Dan. That's all good. All right, so average stake length 6.59 years. The APY annual percentage yield rate is 39.11%. And of course, we've been watching liquidity in the pool very closely. We are back down to 172. Look at that, 172 up to 187, down to 172 again. Obviously, most of the time, the prices, people buying and selling are moving the price, but there's also changes in liquidity where people provide changes in liquidity and liquidity pools. So you got those two factors that are moving this. And we got $12.5 million in the pool again. Yes, man, oh man, love this. Now, if we get this back up to like 18 million, then we're back up towards that. Back up towards like 10 cents. Yeah, 10, 11 cents, somewhere in there. 1,000 ETH in the pool, looking good. Actually, let's get out the calculator. Actually, let's do the calculator while we're here. Why not, man? Why not? Let's do it. Let's get out, look into crypto. This is Dorado's site. I understand he's doing a second version of this, which would be pretty cool. So we're going to scroll back through to here. Let's see what it will take to get 10 cents right now. So we're going to put in, let's put in 5 million. Oh, that's not going to work. 5 million. That's too much money. So 4.5. Let's zoom on this too. It's too small to see. So we're going to do 4, 5, 100,000, 1, 2, 3. So 4.5 million. That will get us to 10 cents. So yeah, another 4.5 million. That will get us to 10 cents. And of course, 4.5 plus 12.5, that's 16, 17 million. So if this gets 17 million, we should be around 10 cents, give or take. Cool. What else we got there? T-shares down 5,000, and we're at 10,418,000 T-shares. This is the ownership pool. Remember, Hex is very simple to understand. There's a reward pool, has inflation. It also has 50% of the penalties that get given out, of course. So it has the penalties in it. So it's inflation and penalties in it. And then, of course, we have the we also have the T-shares, the ownership pool. So it's the reward pool and the ownership pool. The ownership pool's got the T-shares. T-shares stands for trillions of shares, and there are a lot of them. So but it's declined. It used to be over 11 million. So they're definitely getting rarer over time. And therefore, while the T-shares get rarer over time, even with growth, the payout will go up per T-share. So for those who are longer pays better, they will be getting higher and higher payouts in Hex, while the rest of everyone else doesn't. That's pretty much it. What else we got going? We got the stake percentage of coins. 9.45% of all Hex is staked at the moment. We had another good day on penalties, 2 million. Yesterday was 2.3, 3.4 before that. Other than that, was quite quiet for the previous 10 days, except for this day here. We had 4.4, and we had, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, this number's wrong here, but we've got the current stakers 44 up to 97,630. So, you know, it's okay. I want to get us into triple digit numbers for staking. That would be really cool. And then, of course, our current holders are up 72. We're at 305,572 holders at the moment, so that's pretty neat. Kind of the two key metrics, the stakers and the holders there. So we're still growing, so that's good. But as I always say, get out there and spread the word, because you know, we make the community grow. Pretty much it. So nice on that one. Let's quickly check RG3, see whether he's back up yet. My title, I'm gonna have to change my title afterwards, because it's now misleading, my title. But it wasn't when I started, because we were actually streaming the Twitter space here. Looks like they've given up for the time being. Looks like that. All right, cool. Hey, look at that Hedron, man. Woo-hoo-hoo. Hedron's just climbing, man. Look at it. Look at that. Yeah, baby. Yeah. That is so cool. That's on the daily candle. This is the hourly on Hex. Let's keep it on the hourly on Hex. Hardy Hexalorian in house, that high ort. Did I miss the weight news? Yeah, we talked about that a bit earlier, the Hardy Hexalorian. Always great kindness, CJ. I appreciate that. Big shout out to you. I really did enjoy Richard Hart on Fox Business News the other day. I hope to see it, man. I hope to see him on CNBC and other things, other business news channels. That'd be so cool to see RH on that. So cool whip on that one. Very, very nice. How are we doing for time? Not bad at all. So that's the Hex Daily Stats. Let us pull that up. Let's pull it up, and we're going to watch that one more time, because I enjoy it so much. Let's go.
So as everyone knows, it's been a real rough period for crypto investors, and many are actually saying, though, that this turmoil is having something of a cathartic effect, right? In the sense that, listen, it gets rid of the poorly run coins and companies and even some bad actors. Meanwhile, the community itself has really turned into a whole bunch of individual tribes, a lot of believers, of course, committed to their favorite coins. In fact, yesterday I read where a whale reportedly bought 20 million Shiba Inu for 210 million. That would have been the largest purchase in history there. I do want to bring in now Hex.com founder Richard Hart. You know, Richard, you are the man behind Hex, and it's been some tough sledding for you, like everyone else of late. Just tell us exactly, you know, what it is, why you created it.
Well, I mean, Bitcoin's got a lot of stuff it can't do. So, you know, right now you're seeing everyone lose all their money, and I do mean all of their money, to people that said they would give them more coins. They tried to earn yield on their Bitcoin. They gave their keys to somebody else, which is the opposite of why crypto was invented. It was invented to get rid of middlemen. So what does everyone do? They give their keys to middlemen that have a good story. They're going to give you some interest. I invented something that I gave for free to Bitcoin holders to let them generate yield by holding their own keys without giving them to somebody else.
So I did some research, and I want to just ask you about a couple of things, because you've got some detractors out there. It might be a easy way of saying it. And I saw one article in one FI titled "Richard Hart's Hex Token is a Brilliant Scam." It says that the biggest problem with Hex is that the answers you just referred to being paid, but the token doesn't generate revenue. So the only place money can come from is other investors. That would be a Ponzi scheme, no matter how much you spend it. And then, of course, it goes on to say you lay it on thick. What do you say to an article like that? What do you say to an article like that?
Everyone misuses these words. A Ponzi scheme is a fraudulent endeavor where people are told they're going to get paid more from a business activity that doesn't really exist. It's fraudulent. and there's a middleman that pays you your rewards. The family likeness test would say that Hex is most similar to Bitcoin, where miners create money out of thin air and pay themselves their own rewards through the fruits of their own labor. And therefore, since there's no middlemen, since you mint your own coins, it cannot be a Ponzi. It can be a bubble, which is why the price drops 85% every 3 or 4 years, but then it goes on to make new all-time highs. So Bitcoin's dropped 85% 3 or 4 times now, and yet it's gone up 690 million%. From a penny to $69,000. And so all Hex is Bitcoin with a proof of work change, where we pay people inflation to hold the price up through staking instead of paying them to destroy the environment through SHA-256 mining. So that's all it is. It's Bitcoin with a proof of work change.
I've been bringing a lot of folks on in your space because I'm trying to learn all of this. And again, when people found out you were coming on, I got a whole bunch of articles. There's another one I want to ask you about because, listen, obviously you've got a pretty strong following, but there was one in AZ Coin. And this is 2019. And it says worrisome Hex founder Richard Hart was revealed to be a notorious scammer known as the Spam King. Again, listen.
I got sued for $500 in civil court 20 years ago. And I couldn't pay for a lawyer to defend myself because in small claims court, you can't have a lawyer defend you.
Okay.
It would have cost me more than $500 to fly to Washington to go win the case. So I don't think being sued for $500 in small claims court makes you a Spam King.
Richard, where do we go from here with respect to the overall crypto space, Bitcoin, and Hex itself?
I called the top on the day. Everyone else told you Bitcoin was going to 100,000. I told you it was going down to 10,000. Why? Because it drops 85% every once in a while. But people, they forget that happens. They always think that this time's different. Nope, this time's not different. Are people paying $1 million for JPEGs, or more accurately, serial numbers loosely related to JPEGs, which may or may not still be hosted on the internet? Yes, they are. As long as people are doing that, you have to have a crash. The reality will not let idiots that buy JPEGs for $1 million survive.
For Hex, right? I understand you control like 88%.
Oh, Hex.
People want to know, as they're getting in, you're not getting out.
The best time, the origin address has never sold a single Hex. Vitalik dumps Ethereum on your head all the time. The Ethereum Foundation dumps Ethereum on your head all the time. Chainlink founder dumps Chainlink on your head all the time. The origin address in Hex has never sold a single coin, ever. If you want to know who's dumping, just go look. It's all on chain. All of Hex's trading's on chain. Unlike that crap that you see, the fake volume and fake exchange trading you see for all the other coins. All of our stuff's on chain. You can see who sold, when they bought, what other coins they like, when they're locked up for. It's a miracle. It's the most transparent trading in the entire industry.
All right. Hey, that's all the time we have. I appreciate you coming on, and I do say...
You know I called the top on the day, right?
I did not know that. I did not know that. I'm waiting for you to call I thought you were going to come on the show and call the bottom, though. That's what I'm looking for.
I'll call the bottom when it's 11K.
All right,
and then maybe we go a little deeper.
Sounds good. Richard, thank you very much. All right, folks, of course, I want to hear from you.
All right, so that was always fun. Man, I did enjoy that. Hopefully he'll get a CNBC one. That'd be so good, getting different panels and stuff. Man, oh man. But hey, that's just a warm-up, isn't it? Isn't that just a warm-up before Highest of Stakes comes out? I mean, that's going to be so good. Hopefully we'll hook up some cool streaming services, and that will be a cool branding thing, man. It's going to actually be explosive, I'm sure. Very, very cool. I'm hoping they do a series as well. Hopefully get the Highest of Stakes into a series. That'd be epic on that one. So hopefully you're enjoying that. Now, so the weight token's kind of what I guess a lot of people are talking about. Pulse Dodge, of course, counting down 19 days to go. That's pretty action there. We haven't had a lot of updates from the team over the last project teams the last 24 hours. Now, if you do want to check out a lot of the projects, we do have an awesome list of the projects here in the Discord. The link's in the video description to join. Now, if you go to new token links, you will see a lot of, I've done a video on passive income, so you can check out some of the top 25, although we've had a lot more projects since then, so I'll have to probably do an update on that. We've got a lot of our projects that we have been talking about listed in the chat there, but we've got also the sacrifice list. If you want to check out the current sacrifices at the moment, we might actually have a quick look at that while we're here. And of course, Pulsechain News has a complete list of over 100 projects, and of course that's going to keep climbing for Pulsechain. We'll probably end up with 200-300 or so in there, and maybe more. Who knows? It's pretty crazy out there. Now there are different levels of quality in these projects. That's why you always need to keep your investment due diligence hat on because there are some very good ones, there's some average ones, there's some poor ones. You just got to check it out. Looks like we've got the last two we've had is on the sacrifices here. Mooch Movie. I haven't actually seen this one. I just pulled this up now. We've got Pulse Step, of course, that's out there as well. Also, that's doing health, fitness, and lifestyle there. We've got Pulse Hot List on the moment. It's Sacrifice. Obviously, Maddie Allen's been running a big pull for that. Hex Sacrifice, Reflexion, Snowball, Aqua, Radex, Airdow, Pulse Pot, of course, has been fairly big. We've covered that on this channel. Pulse Oxygen, PLC Speak, Power City, which is one of the big ones, and Pulse LN, one of the big utilities, although we don't see much from them, but they're a big utility. Love.io, which is going to be at PulseCon, and Chaosverse, also potentially a good utility, but we don't see much from them either publicly that I'm aware of. So cool. Here are the sacrifice pools running at the moment. Free Carpet Ride, FP Pool, Pulse Hot List, and PHL Pool, which I think this is Maddie Allen's one. I think it is. So yeah. I'm not participating in any of those. Just for a disclosure, I have only participated in liquid loans and internet money. So I haven't actually participated in any other projects. I am, as you know, I'm a maxi, a Richard Hart maxi. So I'm going for Pulse and Pulsex and Hex, of course. So that's just as a disclosure. I think it's important to give a bit of a disclosure around that. Cool. Let's have a look at Movie Mooch. I haven't even seen this. This is kind of cool. Movie Mooch. I like sci-fi. You guys know I like sci-fi. So straight away, this is touching little heartstrings here. Total funds raised 19,660 from 7 wallets. That's pretty good from 7 wallets, to be honest. Estimated total 19,600 tokens. Interesting stuff here. It hasn't got too many people in it. It looks like it's just launched. They don't seem to have anything. Got Telegram here. So I don't know anything about this project. So yeah, that's just there. It doesn't have a website. That's uncool. So I like the idea of a movie thing, but there's nothing there. Let us know in the chat if you've actually seen that. But got to remember, I don't know if any of these whether they're legit or whether they're scams or anything like that. So that's why we have the hot pulse list around. And that is this project here, of course, is trying to help the community with that. So they've got we've got the projects in here, 50 projects there. I thought they had 67 in here, what is it we call it? Movie or hot hooch? It's H. And no, it's in there yet. Probably not even in there. There's so many projects not even in there. Pretty crazy. Anyway, so we've got this link though. This link here has got the Pulse News. They've got everything on this list. Now a couple of these links are deprecated. They don't work, but most of them do. We went through the top when there was 106 on here. We went through all 106 within an hour and 22 minutes. I think there's a few more on here now, probably a couple more, but it's a pretty comprehensive list. A lot of projects, and we did go through them on a live stream. It was pretty crazy, but we did it. We did it, man. We did it. That's crazy. I can't even believe it did it. What made me do that? That's crazy. But hey, that's what we do. It's what we do. So that's pretty much it. Doesn't look like we've got Rackham Shell. I'm sorry about that. I was hoping that we would have that up and running. But if they do go live stream later on in the day and I'm watching, then hopefully I'll pick that up. Yeah, I don't want to sit here watching all day, but we'll certainly, if I accidentally pick it up, we'll get back on there. Let's have a look at some of the comments in the chat. We've got all the prices up here. We've got Hex in the top left at 3.8 cents on the hourly chart. We've got the Hedron on the daily chart at 948. Looks like it's going to try and break 1,000. We've got Maxi at 96% premium over Hex. Mind blowing. And it looks like it's only going up. And we've got PLSD. Now, surely, let's see where it goes. It's going to be crazy. We've got Pulse Dodge here at $3.18. We'll see where that's going as well. So we've got these three charts looking really breakouty. Hex actually just lagging a bit because Hex liquidity is a lot bigger. So we just got to take that into account too. But we did have the last two big wealth moves have been buys, so that's positive on that one. Yeah, Christos says bought more Hex loading up for base. Yeah, not surprised. That's going to be really, really cool. That's the thing, right? So people are going to buy Hex to get base. So a big shout out to Gold Key and Dipcatcher and the team at Maximus, because it is an awesome product. I've actually done a waterfall chart showing that. I need to finish it off, and then I'll do a live stream on that. Maybe I'll do that this afternoon. Let's see. whether I can keep my focus on it. That's the sort of thing. What else we got going in there? A few other comments. Sandy Beaches, have a great day at the beach today. Yeah, definitely have a great day at the beach. It is summer in the north. It's winter in the south. And we are almost at mid-July, which means it's almost midwinter. Another week from now, and it will definitely be midwinter down here. But it's actually sunny today, which is nice. Nice little reprieve from the rainy, weathery, wintry weather. We're super with a new backdrop. Yeah, cool whip. Yeah. We got the Pulsechain halo in the background, and it's a better quality image too. So there we are. Halo. Ah, the angel of Pulsechain. Superman, the angel of Pulsechain. How about that? That's nice. I tried to tell my baby, but my baby don't listen to me. What else we got going there with the emojis? Let's jump through some of this. What else there? Hex Chief says, I couldn't hear, the Twitter space was muffled. Yeah. I'm not sure why it wasn't coming through very clearly. I did play a Twitter space previously, and that came through clearly, so I'm not sure what was happening there. Hey, their connection was pretty bad from the sound of it too. That's why it failed. So the connection failed. We were covering at the beginning of this live stream, but unfortunately it failed. They've tried twice too, the first time and then the second time. Now, I didn't catch the first one. I was streaming this one here, and that got cancelled. So yeah, they had 120 people in there, and then 162, but that failed, and they have not rebooted it, unfortunately, that I can see. We're going to bring up Rackham Richel's as well. I will change the title of this video though, just to remove that. Yeah, so this was on Rackham's here. That's disappeared too. Just unfortunate for that one. What else there? Let's go here. Simple Valley says, waiting patiently for a market reversal. Maybe PLS will launch in October the 9th, RH birthday, Simple Believer. Yeah, at the moment, Simple Believer, October feels like the earliest to me, the earliest possible date. Otherwise, I'm thinking December, Christmas. Obviously, a lot of people want it to launch earlier. They got want to earn passive income. We've done a number of polls where people after the passive income. James Bond and house, their new background looks great. Superman, I appreciate that, James. Yeah. It's nice and crystal clear there too. A lazy sleep and Sunday, says Great White. Yeah. A lot of people. I was too, like that Sunday here in the good old Kiwi land, New Zealand, and I accidentally slept into myself, to be honest. I still feel RH will pick up his keyboard and smash the enter button to launch Pulsechain at PulseCon. That's a possibility, Bob. I just don't. We've got 2 months to go for PulseCon. I just don't see it happening. It's possible. It would make poetic sense, but then if you think about it, he's got the highest stakes coming out in December, the Hex third birthday in December. So December seems to be pretty cool. If you think about the fact that you rewrite the code and you've got to test all the code, that's got to be another 3 months, right? Surely, unless they're because even back in June they were still rewriting the code, Richard said. So yeah, seems to me 3 months for that. If you're going to rewrite all the validator code in a different language, surely you're going to have to do a lot of testing for that. We know that they've got a V3 private test network running. So yeah, it'll be interesting. We haven't had a lot of updates in the GitLab, I don't think, for the V2B one. We've had a couple, but not many. One day ago, there was something for the Black Scout, but not really a lot happening on there. And I think on Chainlist, I think it is. Testnets, Pulsechain. Yeah, so this is the one we're running at the moment, the V2B. Let me just zoom in on that. Too big. This is the one we're running. So if we see this one, V2B, this is the one that's being run at the moment, which you can see on the Block Explorer. This is the one here. So V2B up in the top URL there. But there is a V3, and it's running privately. So you can't actually connect to that or just say access denied. So they seem to be running that privately. The chain ID 942. So even if you type in up in here, you type in 3 here, it's going to be a dead, because obviously there's no Block Explorer link to it. See, it's dead, so it won't let you get access to that because they haven't run that part of it either. So cool. That seems to be running privately. So we'll see. Some people are talking about, will there be another testnet? Well, they are running V3, so maybe that's Maybe they will be. My gut feeling is they will run one, but will they run it privately, just like they run V3? Because if they're rewriting the code and they hadn't finished it in June, that would indicate that reasonable that you'd think they'd be running another testnet. So maybe a testnet 4, testnet 3.5, whatever. So yeah. Anyway, Pulsechain's counting down. It's getting close, folks, for sure. We are getting within 2 months now. Hey, look at that. We've got a couple of new supporters too. Moonwalker Club, Legacy Capital, and GBA. And oh man, IX Tech as well. Man, they're adding on more and more. I like it, love it. So we've had a lot of native Pulsechain ones, but we're getting a lot of projects that seem very different out of the Pulsechain, not native Pulsechain that much. So that's cool that I can tell. 58 days and 15 hours to go. Nice, well done, team. And of course, I did hear rumors that they were going to be increasing for the third time the prices. Now, they were only going to increase the prices every 1,000 people that were going. Remember, 3,000 people going. They increased the prices at 1,000 people. This is the between 1,000 and 2,000 people price. I heard that they might be increasing that again. So that if that's the case, that would be for the final 3,000. So I'm not sure they'll do that. At the moment, this is the game on. Now, don't forget, Internet Money has got a giveaway for Platinum. So that's up until the 12th, I think. So you can get into that Internet Money on Twitter. You can definitely find that and get involved. So that's cool. Let's actually pull it up so you don't have to hunt for it. Let's pull up that link. So if you want to get a ticket or have a chance of winning a ticket, you can get into Internet Money. And here is the giveaway. So we're going to copy that. It is a platinum ticket, as you can see. Really, really good value. And it's free. So if you do win, you'll be very happy. And if you're in the United States, Internet Money, Pulsechain, 22 tickets. Best. That is there on them. You can smash that. That is the ticket there, which is cool. Everyone loves to get free stuff, and man, it's worth $1,800. $1,800, pretty nice on that. All right, that is pretty much it for Pulsechain. It's coming up though. I do need to get the team back on here though, because yeah, we're it's probably due for a nice update from the team. A few little teasers there would be nice. All right, let us get back. We're going to refresh Rags to Riches, see whether he's up and going. No, nothing. Oh man, I was so looking forward to that. I will change the title of the video when I finish because it is now misleading. What else we got there? Tired of waiting, to be honest, is DB Cooper. Yeah, well, everybody is, DB. The thing is, we just have to wait. We've got no other choice than just to wait. I think we're pretty happy that we've waited. We would, after Bitcoin moved down from 40K down to 30K and then down to 17.5K and then back up to 22K and now sitting here, I think we're pretty happy that we didn't launch in amongst that terrible nightmare when you've got BlockFi and Celsius and Voyager and 3 Arrows Capital, all of them tanking with the big names. That's actually playing in our favor for Pulsechain launch, but it's a good thing that we didn't launch during that period because it's just so negative, that news, and we have to wait. We have to go through all that so that we can have a quiet period where people are over the shock, and then we can launch Pulsechain, and everyone will go, here is something that's ginormous. We can all get on board. The biggest crypto airdrop in crypto history. First system state fork, upgraded, layer 1, own your keys to your coins, biggest potential yield farming, fastest way to mass adoption. That's a lot of cool fundamentals. And of course, hundreds of projects launching on it too. Well, so that's how RH rolls. Big impact. Yeah, agree. Could you imagine the tornado of people running on for their laptops? Yeah, true that, Bob. Rackham was super bullish on Hex last night. Twitter space called testing. Says Hex Chief. Oh, wow. I see. I missed that too, Hex Chief. So I'm not sure what that was on. Super bullish on Hex last night. Nice one, Hex Chief. Let us know anything else you've got there, Hex Chief. We always like you to drop some of your any of those alpha bombs. Foster Gamble, neat. He's got a cool documentary called Thrive and is into free energy tech. Yeah. Machiavelli, if their wireless technology, I think it's based on the Z-Wave, that completely transform us. Like I say, it's kind of like a Star Trek innovation. Man, imagine that. That could be absolute game changer. Hello, Hex family. Monica's in house. Good to see you, Monica. Hello, Monica, says Bob. Nice, Bob. What else there? Right on Sun, says Epless Crypto. Hey, Monica. I hope you guys are enjoying the summer up in North America. Not many people talking about it, actually. No, Sandy talks about going to the beach Matt and Barley talked about walking the dogs on the beach, but not hear many people commenting about what they're doing in summer up there. So let me know what you are doing in summer. I'd be pretty keen. It's winter down here, so you got to give us some inspiration for when we get to summer. And summer's a long way away. How many? 4 months? 4.5 months away. Oh, it's 4.5 months. Bob Wells says, I hope I can listen to the recording. Rackham still has me blocked from his Twitter. Ouchie, Bob. I don't know how that happened, Bob. Damn, work is interfering with watching the best YouTube channel out there. Howdy all. Hey, Brownie, appreciate it. A big peace out to you. Instagram model love out to you there, Brownie. Always a pleasure. Nice. All right, so cool. So we were waiting for Rackham. Hopefully we will get that out. Now Rackham's doing 4 things. Remember, 4 things building so far that we know of on the community for Pulsechain. They're big things too. So we're talking about a crypto and stock exchange for Pulsechain. So we'll have a lot of the popular Pulsechain peers listed on there, no doubt, and of course a fiat gateway. Also a coin listing site, and of course a security like governments have as well. So it's going to be pretty awesome, those 4 things. And of course, who knows what else he's looking at building. These are major utilities, and Rackham is looking at some big stuff. Now he's already done, apparently implied at least, already done a 250 to 450 million OTC deal over the counter. Looks like possibly that was 29 degrees, although I'm inferring that. I don't know whether that came out just after that, so that's why I'm inferring it. But it could be elsewhere. We know that 29 degrees has been in Hex. The other thing, of course, he's talked about if Hex does hit 1 or 2 cents, then he'd be looking at doing a pretty major ODC over the counter deal. That's basically a one whale to another whale type of deal. And that could be a very large amount of Hex, which would be cool. When you've got a long player that's looking to build and develop, that's a cool thing to have. And of course, eating up that circulating supply is pretty decent, because if you consider it to be largely inactive for a while, at least for a while, then that's pretty positive. So that's another bullish factor there. So lots of cool stuff coming out from Rackham, and that's why we were pretty keen to hear what he's got planned, what people get to ask him questions and stuff like that. So cool. Hexy Chief might have a few insights from yesterday's live stream. Apparently he's on the Twitter space, and of course he's set up a studio now. Rackham has, based on the highest of stakes, he's spent about 90,000 or more dollars. I think he's getting a couple more cameras, so it's probably more than that to set up studio to be streaming about it. So you can't ask for better than that from a whale. You're getting the ultimate whale coming into Pulsechain and Hex and stuff. It is pretty awesome. Bob says, I have no idea, Superman. I've never been commenting on anything. All good. I'll get updates here, says Bob. Yeah. Sorry about that, Bob. I just don't know how that happened. Maybe it was during all that phase where we had some of the people in the community that disliked the drama, and we're trying to harass Rackham, which I don't like that stuff. So that's not a positive community when you're doing stuff like that. So, yeah. All right. Cool Vip, as we say. Cool Vip. That's what we say. Cool Vip. All right. So we're looking pretty good here. We've got Hex at 3.8 cents. Hopefully we'll get over 4 cents. That'd be pretty nice from my point of view. Hedron at 960, heading up towards 1,000. The orange line there, that's the target. Looking really good on the chart there. We've got Icosa coming out. Probably reasonable, I'm paraphrasing, but a reasonable chance it's coming out. Alex has indicated for this month. Base and a team token coming out maybe 2-3 months. We had Golkey in the chat yesterday, which was nice, and he gave a big shout out to this channel. So a big shout out to Golkey for that. And that was a very nice comment. And of course, we've got a 95% premium over Hex at the moment. That chart is looking pumpermental-licious, as we say. And of course, Pulse Dodge at $2.25, looking like it might do a breakout, and only 19 days to go on Pulse Dodge. Wow. Where could it go? Some people are talking about $10, $20. Not investment advice, but looking pretty interesting there as well. I wouldn't be surprised. The question is, it's only as good as the weakest whale, remember? And so the weakest whale decides to sell down, that could do a lot to it. So just take care out there. Remember, take care. That's why people stake in Hex. Hex, baby, yeah. Just earn the yield, and you earn the yield, but you have to ride through the price swings. That's the thing. In Hex, you still have to ride through the price swings. Human Hex Trafficker says, great stream as always. I appreciate that, Human Hex Trafficker. Let us play let's play some cool stuff here from Richard around Pulsechain. I think that's pretty nice.
So there is no such thing as perfect security. Perfect security, you have a ratio between the amount of effort you put into being secure and the amount of effort that people are using to attack you. And then you have what's called attack surface. The more places that you have to secure, the less secure a thing is. Hex was more easy to secure than a lot of things because it has a limited number of functions, and most of those functions timed out. So for instance, if there was a flaw in the referral program, that doesn't exist anymore. So it doesn't matter. If there was a flaw in the adoption amplifier, it doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't matter. And so by restricting the number of functions and making the code immutable so that it can never change, it allowed us to be extremely secure, which is why we've never had an inflation bug. We're extremely resistant to inflation bugs, but Bitcoin's had several inflation bugs. Monero's had an inflation bug. XLM's had an inflation bug. Ravencoin's had an inflation bug. Coins have inflation bugs, which basically means you can mint as many free coins as you want all the time, but my coin doesn't. It's a superior design. Now, Pulsechain, we're using the most secure software that's out there already, which is Ethereum. It's never had an inflation bug. And we're fixing a lot of things. The code that is Ethereum isn't perfect, and we're making it better than what we got.
All right, so that's cool. That's one of my two favorites there from Highest Stakes. Pretty inspirational there. And it's also about Pulsechain, which is really, really nice. Let's actually bring up my bookmarks here, and we're going to quickly go back and check this. Actually, we're going to come up to back up to that because I realized I haven't got up to that. But Richard Hart's updates so far have pretty much been on the 23rd of May. The Pulsechain update was the validator rotation slashing delegating code has been mostly rewritten. So mostly was the term there at the time, 23rd of May. Now we're moving on. Of course, that's a month and a half ago, pretty much. And so we've, definitely moved on from there, a month and a half. So mostly rewritten by then. So has it been finished? Is it pretty close? That's the question, I guess. It's been partially implemented and native Go outside the EVM and thus not in Solidity, which is the language of the Ethereum. And of course, with much higher throughput there. So he put throughput, but of course, recently he's talking about attack vectors and how it's covering attack vectors as well. So it seems like it's got a dual purpose there. 23rd of May, the same day, said this means the Pulsechain is getting faster, safer, and more powerful. So that was around the attack vector he gave us the other day. That was pretty cool. 23rd of May, also he said Pulsechain will not be launching this month. Obviously, there was a couple of statements he had made around that, and that did not happen. So obviously there was something going on in the background. Then on 23rd of May, he said, by the way, some people like the idea of launching at the bottom of a bear market. So for those people, they probably love the delays, although he came out recently with a video saying that wasn't, he wasn't looking for the bottom of the bear market in particular, although things have worked out pretty well for that, I would say. Now, when we're talking about a bear market kind of, moving down, we're not talking about the big waterfalls. We typically get that in crypto, but it was pretty severe, coming down from 40 and then going down from 30 down to 70. Those are pretty massive pullbacks. So it's a good thing we didn't launch any time then, as I said earlier. June the 4th, Pulsechain update for non-English speakers. It's still being programmed, validator rotation, jailing, and more. So we knew June the 4th that it was still being programmed, and that is just over a month ago. So maybe a month and a week, so 5 weeks ago is that. So still being programmed, validator rotation, and jailing. So that was at least that longer, 5 weeks ago. 6th of June, of course, he was going to flex, so haters hate it, so he's trolling there. I love that. That's very bullish there as well. Now, since then, of course, we have had this update on the 13th of June. So this is just under a month ago. He gave this update. I have done everything I can possibly to make Pulsechain launch as soon as possible. We know that it has about 14 devs working for him on different things. Since I can't do anything else technically, I'm spending my time marketing, which we have seen him do. And of course, I'm waiting, and you are waiting. Spread the awareness and have your plan ready. And so that's what we say on this channel. Always keep promoting, keep growing Hex and Pulsechain. And of course, have your plan ready as well. What you wanted to achieve in the ecosystem when it does launch. Maybe that's accumulating Hex in the meantime, or getting what other tokens that you want to get, or maybe saving your surplus, getting ready for that dry powder. So you got plenty of dry powder by saving that up and avoiding the volatility of the market and that sort of stuff. So there's lots of different strategies you can take. That's pretty cool. Now, the other thing I want to talk about was different. It was Pulse Dodge Gunther came out with this 13 hours ago, says total supply of PLSD 5.6 million, which is what we indicate as well. Predict that the supply of ETH network will be less than 6 million tokens, which is what I've been saying as well. We will run the OA and BA function on the 28th of July. The LP allocation of 50k tokens was burned by Hex Info, the founder. And of course, he had this cool little spreadsheet here. And of course, it had all the claimable accounts there. So total claimable was 92,533. I'd been working with an assumption of 91, but I hadn't added it up. So there we are, 22, which means about 28% has been claimed so far. The max supply was going to be 12 million, but it will probably end up 6 million. Circulating supply at the moment is 5.1. So they're pretty interesting there. Current holders 15,000. Market cap 15 million at $2.92. It's higher now, of course, so the market cap's higher. The OA and the BA will get around about 230,000 at the moment on each of them. So they've supplied about 5.6 million. So that's about right. And I don't see it getting higher than 6 million. We also had the breakdown here of the maximum potential with the whales down through to the smaller accounts here. So cool. That was a pretty nice little spreadsheet there from Gunther, I thought. Nice one. All right, let's jump back to here. I don't know if we've got anything. Are they back on there? Play recording? No, not back up there. It looks like they've given up on it for the time being. Hopefully they'll pop in a bit later. All right, so we've got Hex at 3.8 cents. We've got Hedron at 9.79. It's making a push to the 1,000 live, of course, on this channel. Maxi at 96% premium. And Pulse Dodge coin also making a move at the moment at $3.23. $3.40 is the kind of the next level. And of course, the plane is up and to the right at the moment. So looking pretty good. Let's zoom in on the Hedron and go for gold on that. Welcome, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell. And Nicholas is in the house. Hey, Nicholas. Mind-blowing. Yeah, it is mind-blowing. Very, very cool. It's good to see Nicholas back in the chat. Look at that chart for Hedron, man. Yeah, baby, yeah. Let's pull up Alex's site there because we want to get a bit more detail. Just check his last updates. Just to give you a bit of context. If you stake Hex, you get Hex and Hedron. If you stake Hedron, you get Icosa, and if you stake Icosa, you get Hedron and Icosa for free. That's a whole lot of free. I love that. That's one of the best ones there, Alex. He's such a witty dude, as well as intelligent. He's a witty dude with that one. Now, here's another insight here. When Icosa launches, no one has Icosa. There's a 4th of July, this update. 4th of July, that was only 6 days ago. No one has Icosa. Initial supply is 0. People can stake Hedron to get it, but the minimum stake length is 30 days. 30 days. So in those first 30 days, the only people who can get Icosa to stake it are the HSI sellers. So the HSI sellers supply will be very low during the period of time. So that's very important there. People are pumped for Icosa staking for Hedron. Are you? So that was pretty good back on the 4th there. He had a few questions, Q&As in there, of course. Oh, I see. If you have HSI stake to sell to adapt, you work a mint Icosa right away. But if you have all you have is Hedron to stake, you have to wait for 30 days before you receive your first batch of Icosa. You could emergency end stake, but you lose some that way. 30 days is the minimum stake length for small bags. Squids and up and higher have minimum stake lengths. Yeah. So there's lots of other Q&As now. I'm not going to read them all, but they're actually pretty insightful. You want to get into that. So he's responding to all those in there. So nice one there. Cool. That is from Alex. So definitely check that out on the Alex's, what were we on to? On Icosa tweet there. No, on Alex's one there. So nice. You can actually get to that on the Icosa site. Yeah, so the Icosa crypto. If you want more details, you can read through some of those comments. That is a place to go to. Yeah, I'll post it in the chat there. Very cool. All right. Let's see how we're getting on. We've got that breakout that's happening pretty close. You're probably going to get pretty close to it. In the meantime, we're going to we'll keep a tabs on Rackham Rishel. I've still got my coffee. It's a bit cold. I don't know. Yeah, it's a little bit cold, but that's fine. Let us play out. We're going to play out some of the best of Richard Hart here. Richard Hart's calls. So we're going to play out part 1 here. Let's go, and we're going to jump back to the
amazing run. Went up, 23x in so many days.
Green line up, parabola, fell out of the parabola, red line. Do I run a paid group or I just make amazing price calls for free? I make amazing price calls for free. I called the Bitcoin top on the day. Did I charge you for it? Did I charge you anything for the education? No. Why? Because I've been a retired multimillionaire since 2003. I brag about it all the time. I called the top. And I told you last cycle, Ethereum topped 27 days after Bitcoin did. This cycle, Ethereum topped exactly 27 days after Bitcoin did. Exact same thing. Yep, there you go. Bitcoin's great run.
This one?
Here's where we fall out of the parabola. Yep. Just click the chart. Hey, look, we're going up. Oh, look, we're not going up no more. Doom time. And check the timestamp, and that timestamp equals the picture in the chart. That's where I called the top. Anytime we get one of these big run-ups, which, by the way, is usually following by a crash, which I think we are due for the rest of the crash. We're already down half. I think we'll go down another 75% to an 85% total drop. Nobody else thinks that.
80% total drop for what?
I think Bitcoin will tap $10,000 from its high of 65,000 because that's what it normally does. It drops 85%. Ethereum usually drops 95% because it has lower liquidity. So it acts like a leverage position on Bitcoin to some degree. Well, so Bitcoin runs up, ETH runs up higher.
The people in the Bitcoin ecosystem tell me, look, Bitcoin is unlikely to do what it has been doing in the past couple of cycles, which is drop 80%, precisely because new institutional money have already been placed in the Bitcoin ecosystem. Institutional investors now with more money are likely to make the coin less volatile, so to speak.
It's not true.
How would you respond to that?
They're wrong and I'm right.
So that's the first part there, the early part of Richard Hart's best calls. I think that's pretty cool. Hey, we got Al in the chat there. Superman, your boy Al here from Boston. Hey, good to see you, Al, from Boston. Now, hey Al, I watched. I love the Ted movie with Ted, and I remember he's on there on the couch there talking out all the girls' names in Boston. I thought it was pretty funny. I think you know the scene I'm talking about. That's hilarious. Hey, on a more serious note, pulseconference.online here with Maddie Allen is coming up, and I'll post this link in the video description as well. We've got lots of stuff happening, man. Katie says, RH the best. Yeah. He's so good with the calls. And I love his self-confidence. That's the other thing, if you notice. And, of course, I love those comments that he makes. And he says, I don't like, it's coming up later on one of the other ones. He goes, I don't like to brag, but, I like to brag. So I love that. It's pretty fun. All right, so pulseconference.online is coming up with Richard Hart in the top 33. Just let me zoom in on this a little bit there. Richard Hart and the top 33 Pulse streamers, July the 14th to the 16th. So that's coming up in a couple of days' time, maybe 5 days' time there, 5 p.m. It's got the times there as well. Matty Allen YouTube. It's going to be on Matty Allen YouTube. He's got a lot of the big American YouTubers on there. There's not a lot. I don't know if there's anyone else outside the United States on YouTubes, but he's got them coming up. So it's pretty cool. It's got a final schedule here from the looks of it. So we're going to have a quickly look at this. PulseCon online. I haven't checked this out. I'm doing this live, by the way. But there's got lots of cool people coming up July 26th. Here. It's got speaker schedule. And let's have a look here. So we've got the time of day here, 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. 33 YouTubers and Pulsechain founder Richard Hart. So that's pretty cool. This is coming up in a couple of days' time. So keep this to your, save it to your favorites and get it there if you haven't already. So in the morning on day one, they've got overview of Hex, PLS, and PLSX Sacrifice. They've got Crypto Stylist and John Wick. Great combination. K4K, and so that's on the overview. Testnet Skills and Demo. They got K4K Crypto Coffee, and Matty Allen. So Testnet Skills and Demo. They got talks going on. Free Pulse, Pulse Dogecoin, and Staker app. So you'll probably, if you're keen on some of those, you'll find out a bit more info from there. So that's cool. Staker app. I'm waiting for version 2. Staker app. I do like Staker app. Waiting for version 2. Keynote, of course. Game Theory. Wendy's for Tendies. Matty Allen and David Feder there on Keynote. And then finally, social there. They're going to have a funding gym, Big Kowalski or Big K, and a couple other people there on that. So that's cool. Then day 2, they're going to have a sample of many PLS projects. Obviously, there's over 100 of those, so it could be interesting. They're going to have talks on there with Fashion Coder, Pulse Hot List as well, back on there. and they're going to have talks in the morning. Maximus. So if you want to find out more Maximus, get on there. Hedron as well next day, and then liquid loans after that. Man, that's going to be a massive morning of some of the top dApps on there. Pretty cool. Then, of course, they've got the panel show coming up there. Experts Gerardo, dollar cost crypto in there as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Be interesting to see Gerardo and his updates to his look into crypto and, of course, Mintra and other things that he's up to. Pretty interesting. Obviously, he's got a big team behind him doing that, but it's pretty cool. Keynote there, longevity and Albright DeGray there with the longevity. So follow up on that. And then finally, social streamers Johnny Chaos, Papa B, Crypto Heartbeat, that's spelled a little bit wrong there, but Crypto Heartbeat, Ashley Ash, and Ashley Ash was just on earlier on Gen Hex, I think. I didn't actually watch it, but I think Ashley Ash was on there. So pretty cool. And then finally, day 3, Saturday, the 16th of July, we've got a panel in the morning with Hexwalker, Jimrat Crypto, Cabana Crypto, and someone else. And then we've got talks in the morning from 8 o'clock. We've got Pulse Validated and David Feder, Million Pulse Tour. Big shout out to Patrick and Abert and the rest of their team. They're coming up there. And of course, then we've got A Wild SJ. So cool. We've got Wild SJ doing, obviously doing Sci-Vive and now expanded out and doing a lot of content creation as well. A big shout out to Wild SJ. Wild SJ appears, so we should probably see that there. Then we've got the founder panel. We've got explaining 5 levels, and then we've got Richard Hart and 10 no coiners of all ages. 10 no coiners of all ages. So that'll be pretty interesting. Obviously, Richard Hart there, the big founder panel. Jumped out of there accidentally. And then we've got Found Interview, Billionaire Genius, and then, of course, Richard Hart and Maddie Allen. And then finally, keynote there, Richard Hart. So lots of Richard Hart on the last part of that there as well. So cool. One. So it's got the Central Time start and end times there at the top there. So cool. I posted that link in the chat, didn't I? Yeah. There's the link if you want to get hold of that. Sandeep's in the house there. Woo-hoo-hoo. Hey, Sandeep. Good. Yeah, lots of exciting stuff coming up. We've talked about Pulsecon. We've got Pulse Conference online as well, July the 14th to the 16th. We've got the Million Pulse Tour coming up as well. It's actually started already, but I think their workshop's coming up. And Katie says Maddie's stream is going to be epic. Tune in, says Katie. Yeah, absolutely. And there we are. So that's pretty cool. There is a breakdown as well, just with the contents there. Now, I'm looking at this live. I haven't seen this myself. I just picked this up out of Twitter because I was just checking on the other side. So it's nice to see. So cool. Well done. Let's save that to the favorites as well. We'll talk about that again until it actually launches. So very nice. Love it. Nice little lineup there. Be a lot of fun. All right. Boom. Let's get into we got Hedron trying to make a move to 1,000 at 963. Now, not a lot of people got a Hedron because it's a free claim for Hex. So pretty cool. We'll keep watching that for sure. In the meantime, let's jump back into part 2. Hey, I'm up to an hour and 37 on the live stream, and I just feel like we're going to keep going live. I don't feel like I need to stop at the moment. This is crazy, man. And, I feel good. So let's get into part 2. Richard Hart's best top calls. Part 2. Let's go.
We already had our top at 65K on Bitcoin, 4,400 on Ethereum, and I think we'll find new lows. I think you'll see Ethereum down at 300. I think you'll see Bitcoin down at 10,000 because historically that is what they have done in the past. And if you try and play the this time is different game, you're going to lose all your money. Usually it's not different. Usually history tends to repeat itself. Usually the market behavior rhymes. It's not identical, but it rhymes. The top for Bitcoin in this cycle, which had just, I guess, made a new top, so it was a local top, but it lasted 6 months, I called it on the day. I said, this is a top. So Bitcoin went from $65,000 down to $30,000. I think it might even went 29.5, 28, something like that, depending on what exchange you're on. And so it dropped 55% from that day. And how did I know it was that day? Because it fell out of the parabola and everyone had their eyes on a single day. It was the easiest call ever. But it didn't go down the 85 like it normally did. It only went down 55 and now it went up again. But because it went up again, I don't know if it could do a double top. It could just be a temporary higher high, and it could go make a new low and make everyone very sad. It took 6 months to make a slightly higher high from 65 to 69, and now
you predicted 60K. Are you prepared to make a prediction on the low?
Yeah, 85% drop. So it was 10K, but now that we went up to 69, it's 11K. I believe in the 85% drop. I believe in people selling the bottom. I believe in the pain. And I don't believe in people buying $1 million JPEGs forever and being profitable forever. Nope. Nope.
How long does it take? How long does this drop? How long will it take? Do you think the 85%?
Well, here's a trick.
Within a month or 3 months?
Here's a trick. The last bear market lasted exactly 365 days. We went from 20K down to 3K in exactly 365 days. Yeah, so these bear markets, they don't have to last a long time. It just really matters how many people you shake out.
So that's part 2. I think that's pretty epic. Awesome stuff. Hey, if you haven't gotten to Discord, get into Discord. Links in the video description. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, smash the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell, all that good stuff. If you want to support the channel, as we do 2 live streams a day on Pulsechain, PulseX, and X, get into it. We've got the join button. We've got Pulsechins, Hexkins, and Rich Art Club 3 members. Get on it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hey, when Pulsechains comes, this place is going to be a madhouse. When Pulsechain comes, honestly, the growth's going to be insane. If you think the community's big now, it's going to be a shadow of its future self. Because it's going to be ginormous. It really is going to be huge. We're talking about Pulsechain coming. It's a big, big deal. And when it does finally land, maybe 3 months from now, maybe 6 months from now, it's going to be pretty epic. All right, let us get over to Hedron there at 9.63. Let's have a look at Hex is at just under 3.8 cents there. It's got another little red candle in there. We're trying to get a Hex token channel pump on it. We'll see how we get on. But Hedron's definitely looking very bullish. Maxi is looking really good, 96% premium as well. And finally, Pulse Dodge coin there at $3.47. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! It broke to a new high. Oh my goodness! Live on this channel. There we go. It's done it. $3.40 is what it needed to do. And let's zoom in on this because this is forming up. This is a daily chart here for Pulse Dodge versus USDC. And we can see it's finally broken high there. The plane is rising. Let's do it. Let's go. There we are. All right. It was a bit of fun, right? So that's pretty much it. So we've only got, what we say, 19 days to go. It's counting down on Pulse Dodge coin. The fireworks will begin. Not investment advice, of course. I don't want you to get the wrong picture, but it does looking pretty good. What the heck? That's where we're at to at the moment. All right, we're going to quickly check to see whether Rackham's whether they decide to get back on here. So far, no, and that was an hour ago now. It's really starting to tick away there. So we'll have to change the title of the video after the live stream. But at the moment, we are chilling it with the homies, watching all the action. Pulse Dodge firing, and Hedron firing as well. And of course, Maximus. This is looking pretty fun. We might have a fun afternoon here with the Pumpermentals. That's for sure. Let us get in some of the comments here. Oz says, "Hi Richard, will you check?" Hi, Richard, will you check your direct messages on Instagram? And I also emailed you. Thanks. Hey, Oz, I'm not sure if Richard watches this channel, but because there's over 100 YouTubers in the space. But if he does, then hopefully he'll respond to that, Oz. When Rackham says Street Guru. Now, Rackham, we had Rackham on at the beginning, Street Guru, but unfortunately, the Twitter space is not working. They have failed to get up and running. So it's unlikely that we'll have... likely have that. What is Rack of Ham? Says Rat Mad. That's true. What is Rack of Ham? Like, I see what you did there. I see what I did. Mick says Rackham done told you. Yeah, man. I wish I could play that soundtrack on this channel. That is Wales only does have the best soundtrack, man. That Wales done told you. That is pretty amped. Pretty amped. I'd love to get something that cool. I am thinking about a bit of a channel anthem song. But yeah, that would be pretty cool. I love that stuff. Rackham done told you. Everyone, Hexologist told you. Everyone told you. Done told you, I should say. That's pretty cool. What else have we got there? Dang. yeah. Dang. KSD says PLC and Maxi are golden nuggets, right? They are doing spectacular. Look at them. They're breaking out now. And we're going to watch that pretty closely. All right, looking good. Now, if Rackham and that do decide to get back up and live, I will be live. I'm going to hopefully live stream if I'm around. Hex Token done told you, Sandy. Woohoo! We love it. That is so true. Hex Token done told you. How am I going to get myself in the song? I don't know. All right, so that's cool. Let's get into part 3. What was that? Soup's done told you. Yeah, that's true. Superman done told you. That's true. All right, let's pull up video number 3 in Richard Hart's best calls here, and of course let's listen to this. About 2 minutes long too.
Did call Bitcoin to 10K during this cycle. Are you still on that wavelength?
Well, now it's 11K because an 85% drop from 69 is 1K higher than an 85% drop from 65. So now my bottom
You're
call would be 11K.
You're
I
still
still
bearish.
believe in it. Yeah.
You're still bearish. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Why
Do
not?
you not take into account all the on-chain stuff with the long-term holders, like locking up tons of supply and not
Yeah.
selling?
When didn't we have that? We've always had that during all the other 85% drops too. That's never gone away. That's always been there. Doesn't matter. These are reflexive systems. People buy because they go up. They sell because they go down. It went down more than 50%. It fell out of the parabola. When things fall out of parabolas, they drop 85%.
Bullish?
On Bitcoin, no.
Are you bullish on Ethereum?
No.
Why not?
The market's already had a bull run for 3 years. Ethereum already did a 50x. Jimmy Fallon of The Tonight Show has an NFT for his profile picture. El Salvador bought it. Michael Saylor bought it. The world's richest guy bought it. Who didn't buy yet? Who hasn't heard of it yet? You've been in a bull run for 3 years now. You dropped out of the parabola. You dropped 55%. Now you made a limp wiener 6% increase, Judas candle, and you made a 20% drop again. Bear flag. Wrecked. Fell out of the parabola. Time to go down 85%. Down to 11K. Maybe they printed so much money you don't get 11K. Maybe you get 15K. But I don't think 30K is the bottom. I really don't. Because who's left to buy? Or you already got the world's richest guy. You know, now when El Salvador bought like 22 Bitcoin, it made news. Do you know how much money 22 Bitcoin is? 51K times 22, it's $1 million. El Salvador bought $1 million of Bitcoin. What a joke. And written right there on the website, it says you must have no expectation of profit from the.
All right, so that's part number 3. So pretty cool on it. Now, these are all moving forward in time. They're pretty neat. A big shout out to Robbie Davidson. Katie says, where are all these influencers now, says Katie. Yeah, well, there's only, how many influencers do you reckon are streaming constantly at the moment? Let me know how many, because I know there's a few out there, obviously consistent. Consistency is always the key, whether it's a bear market or bull market, but a lot of the big ones, big channels are not streaming that much. I agree with you on that. So I do encourage them. If they're out there listening at any time, get out there and keep consistent, that's for sure. Superman does spread awareness. Woohoo! That's right, Big Kahuna. Twice a day, Pulsechain, Hex, and Pulsex. We're not stopping. We're going to be here for years. I cannot see us disappearing. We are going to be rocking. I'm talking about myself as a we. Is that psychologically crazy? But it's not like the Joker. Like the Joker show, he's completely crazy on the Pulsechain show. I love his show. It's so good. He is one crazy dude. I love it. You almost start to believe he's actually is the Joker, right? So you almost he's that good. He's that good. It's a big shout out to the Joker there on Pulsification. Nice one. All right, so there we are. Look at that. We had a little bit of a pullback while we were doing that video. $3.26 there on Pulse Dodge, but it's looking pretty amped. Man, the days are counting down. And of course, there we are on a Hedron as well, climbing up. So lots of action to happen there. Let's check on the weight token. We talked about the weight token earlier. That is moving higher. I just wonder whether it's going to have a run. Let me know in the chat, sorry, if you think the weight token is actually going to have a run at the moment. So this is the weight token as an airdrop to people that sacrifice for 8 different sacrifices. So let us know whether you think this is going to have a run up, or whether there's just so much minting going to happen day after day after day that it won't be able to take off. Let me know what you think of this. Woohoo! All right. Now I do know that Gunther got involved with this, didn't he? Gunther's sort of been talking about weight token and pulse dodge, things like that. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll find out. But let me know what you think of that. All right. Cool Vip, as we say. Cool Vip. Let's jump back to the Hex charts. We're not going to talk so much about the BNB memes because they're largely just struggling to break out at the moment on the BNB charts. So we're going to keep to the ETH charts here for the Hex crypto ecosystem. So when I say that, I'm just talking about the projects that are either directly Hex, which is pretty much Hedron and Maxi. Now we will have Power City Flex coming up. That's also going to be directly related in the ecosystem as a second layer. Basically, you have to have Hex to get those products. So that's what we mean by that. And then, of course, Pulse Dodge looks like it's, edging itself out its place as at least for the time being, as the number one meme coin, and of course it has scarcity. Apparently, it seems to have some sort of whale syndicate led by Gunther, and of course it does have it's going to have staking and deflation coming up. So that's pretty important now. So it's actually elevated up again. And of course, we don't know what the OA and the BA address will do when it's minted in 19 days' time. It will be minted 28th, I think it is. But so there is a few unknowns, and of course, it's only as good as the weakest whale in that syndicate. So if there's, I don't know, 3-4 whales in that, maybe there's only 3, I don't know. But whoever's the weakest, if they decide to let the pot fill up, the pot fills up, the price goes up, and then the whale decides to go, yep, that's mine, boom, and out it goes. So just remember that there's always that risk in there. But it's looking good so far. I hope the weight token goes up. I'm waiting, says Sandfix. Yeah. Love what you do, man. Keep up the great work, says PulseTube. I appreciate that. Big shout out to you. And Mixbeck says, love what you do too. I appreciate that so much. It really is nice to hear those words. Charity Donor says, what happens to weight when PLS goes live and gone? Yeah, it's over. The total supply is finished. So people will trade that as well. There is some gamification stuff. We should probably read that up there too. Maybe I'll talk about that maybe in the second live stream when I get a chance. Although this stage looks like we might be live streaming all day. You never know. Go, says KD. Go. That's pretty much how we roll. All right, so we're going to bring up part number 4. Here we go. Richard Hart's top calls, part number 4. We're up to that now. This is 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes long. Part number 4 here.
On the day. And that top call was good for 8.5 months now, and only out of profit one single day by about 6%. Even less than 6%, actually. And I do that for free. I give away that knowledge for free. I did the same thing last cycle. I think it was, yeah. I think that.
Yeah, that's funny. I had a call in January as well, April 12th. That's funny. It was a CPI day. But aside from
Coinbase
that,
launch, easy buy the rumor, sell the news event, amongst other things. My top call on Bitcoin has been in profit for 8.5 months now. Only a single day was it out of profit, a little tiny bit for the Judas candle. That got people long, and then it immediately dumped and got them wrecked. I get it right over and over and over again, and time proves me right. I called the Bitcoin top on the day 9 months ago, and that top call has been in profit every single day for 9 months except one. Little blip, 6%. Judas candle to get everyone long, and then it went down 41%. And now it's sitting down about 38, 39% right now as we speak. I was right. Everyone else was wrong.
Yes.
This happens over and over and over again in more than one area.
So it's down 38% now.
Yeah.
Does that mean that this is a good time to buy? What's
I don't think
going
so.
on? Where's it going next? No?
No, when it falls out of the parabola, it goes up with a parabolic rise. When it falls out of the parabola, it tends to drop 85% of its value. So 85% down from 69K is 11K. Oh, by the way, I saw someone post a thread on Twitter. They're like, twitter.com/Richard Hartwin. They're saying, what do you think Richard's going to say on the next live stream? And they put some common ones. Some of the commons were, hi, I called the Bitcoin top 9 months ago, and it's been profit every single day, except for one, for every day of those 9 months now. Who else called the top on the day? Hello, everybody. Richard Hart here. I called the Bitcoin top on the day 10 months ago, while everyone else told you it was going to $100,000. There was a 65K top. And then it went down 55%, under 30K, and then it bounced. It went up to 69, back down to doom again. Now it's at 35. So, bounces aren't illegal. You do get bounces. As a matter of fact, I called a bounce, and my tweet was the literal exact bottom of the bounce. I said, look, we're due for a 12% bounce. We got the 12% bounce, and then we went and did new doom. Who does it better? Nobody. Nobody does it better. I mean, look, I won't tell you I hate bragging because I kind of like it, but I deserve it, man. And that's why I changed my username too. I called the Bitcoin top. And who are they putting on TV? People that got you wrecked. And by the way, this worrying about macro. Look, I've been in crypto since no one cared about macro. Crypto is its own thing. I think Bitcoin can go up while macro is going down, and I think Bitcoin can go down while macro is going up. I don't think they have to stay one-to-one correlated. Currently, they are, right? Ethereum is one-to-one correlated with Bitcoin currently. And Bitcoin's one-to-one correlated with the stock market, or a little bit worse currently. There used to be more diversion. Like from the COVID dip, Ethereum was outperforming Bitcoin by 3-to-1. Now, on the way down, it's basically tied, dumping the same as Bitcoin.
Okay, so where to
So
from
for the
here?
record, if I wasn't clear, I got everything right and everybody else got everything wrong, and I want my credit. And I got the timestamps to prove it. That's it.
Look, the truth is, we can't argue with the timestamps. The timestamps are here. Here it is. Here's the first one. Here's the second one, which is why I brought you back here today, because you did call the top right. I don't think many people gave you the credit because.
It's hard, man. It's hard to take the opposite position to absolutely everyone else, but sometimes you have to.
Okay, so how important is this Fed meeting tomorrow?
I mean, for legacy markets, it's everything. So if the cost of borrowing money goes up, equities dump, and they dump really, really hard. If they keep doing helicopter money and devaluing the dollar and debasing the currency, then everything that isn't debasing goes up. So houses go up. Houses are at all-time highs. Crypto was recently at all-time highs. Gold was recently at all-time highs. Rolexes are at all-time highs. This is a $600,000 watch, and I hate it. But it's going to go up in value, so who cares? It's important for those things. But for crypto, when there's people buying $1 million JPEGs, whether they raise rates or lower rates, I still think we're due a massive, sickening dump where all these guys that bought JPEGs for $1 million get to sell the bottom. Everybody that put their money into a stupid project that doesn't have any product market fit or any use case or any users. Elon Musk needs to see what true pain feels like. Michael Saylor needs to see what true pain feels like. These dumb whales that just sit there and market buy on Coinbase from their cell phone, that don't know anything about best order execution, that don't know how to use limit orders apparently, that prefer to pay more instead of less because they think that they're pumping the price. And they are. But then you just have less coins when you're done doing that. And the pumping the price doesn't benefit you unless you're going to sell anyway. So you want lower entries, not higher entries. I don't think these guys understand how speculative instruments really work, which is why they don't have a track history of being successful traders, which is why they don't post their profit and losses, which is why they don't post their charts, which is why they're noobs. Elon Musk is a cryptocurrency noob. Michael Saylor is a cryptocurrency noob. Michael Saylor was saying that Bitcoin was going to fail in 2013, just like online gaming did. I had tons of Bitcoin in 2013. I bought at 30. He bought at 10,000. Who should you be listening to?
All right, so that was number 4 there.
Right there on the web.
So that was number 4. Pretty cool. Mixed Match says, can someone use my weight if does not claim? It will go to if you don't claim, all that weight token's going to go into the midnight. I think it's called the midnight is what it's going to be. A bit like a big payday. I'm not sold on weight, especially connecting my SAC wallets as charity. Yeah, well, that's the thing. A lot of people are going to be cautious about that. Now, Crypto Copy does go through that on the beginning of this video that he did on the weight token. Does go through that. A lot of people have claimed. But that's the sensitivity, right? So with these claims, you always got that edge risk there around your sacrifice address. Obviously, Pulsechain's coming up. And of course, for many of you want to just protect that. So yeah, you got to weigh up the pros and cons there, Charity. I'm kind of with you at this stage, so I'm not claiming at this stage. So yeah, yes, unclaimed weight will be distributed to claimers. That's correct. Yeah. All right. Let's go to weight. I think we got the not waiting. Wait. Let's go to weight there. Go to the website there. So. FAQ up on the weight site, and we go down to the midnight bonus. Yeah, so the midnight bonus mimics the Hex big payday. When Hex launched, it was given free to Bitcoin holders. Any Bitcoin holder could claim their free Hex, but only around 3% did this. We anticipate a much higher claim rate from the Pulsechain sacrifices. There will still be some accounts that do not claim their free weight. The midnight bonus will distribute all unclaimed weight from those that did not claim to those that did claim. So it could be a pretty big payoff. It could be pretty big indeed. And of course, unknown what the origin accounts and stuff will do. Every weight that you claim is also a share of the midnight bonus. So the longer you wait to claim your weight, the more shares you get for the midnight bonus. Yeah, so the longer you wait, you can get more weight and more shares, and therefore more of the midnight bonus, the big payday, as it were. So pretty big deal there. Nice. That is under FAQ on the weight site. So if you want to check that out, I will post that. Since people are asking about that, I'll post it in the chat again for the weight there if you want Check out all the details. Boom, there it is. There it is. Hey, Bob, I don't know what will happen to unclaimed weight. Yeah, well, there is the answer. I'm going to wait until at least September unless RH gives a snapshot one day. Yeah, true that. It's designed to dump, says Charity. It seems to be the case to me, Charity. I agree with you on that. That's why I said, what do you think it actually will pump? And I kind of feel with you there on Charity. I think it can still pump, but I don't know whether it's going to survive. There's so much inflation coming. It does eventually stop when the launches. But it is like another meme coin, another novelty in my view. Thanks, family. We know more, says Mix. Waiting, says Great Ride. Yeah. So obviously the price at the moment of the weight token, we go to airdrops now. I've added this new tab, and of course it has. Oh, it just had a little pump, did it? Yeah, it did. Just pumped up to 8.5 cents. Oh no, sorry. Let me rephrase. Sorry, I apologize. Just basically 0084. So it was 8 tenths. So what's it? 84 hundredth of 100 there as well. Oh, I missed it. 84 hundredth of a cent there at the moment. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think that's correct. It's currently at 74 hundredth of a cent at the moment. So moving into hundreds here, but that's the way we're going. All right, cool. So it's still holding up there, but once again, it's going to be interesting to see where it goes. All this stuff. Don't you love the crypto? Welcome to crypto, man. We're going to see how all this goes. We got Hex at 3.7 cents. We got Hedron at 6.93. Trying to break up to that 1,000 and get some support there, no doubt. Otherwise, I don't think it's going to get rejected. It might do. I think it might just get up there and stay there a little bit, possibly, or go to 1,200 is maybe where it might go to. Maxi at 7.4 cents. The premium looking pretty good though, at 95%, so holding up pretty strong. Nice uptrend there. Man, what a breakout though. What a breakout of the channel. And PLSD, $3.20 at the moment, just trying to find itself, trying to move itself higher as it trying to do. And the crypto market at the moment, not too bad. BTC at 21,400 and ETH at 1,200, just holding there steady at the moment. Now, Power City. Power City's going to be looking pretty cool. I love this diagram of Power City. They're going to have a transformer cross-train swap. So not only are we going to have the official bridge, but this is going to be one of many third-party bridges coming in with the cross-chain swap. Look at all those EVMs coming in to the cross-chain swap there. Phantom Avalanche, BSC, I guess, Polygon, Ethereum, and Pulsechain. Man, it's going to be so good. The fees earned are going to go into the Power City core. If you own the Watt token, you'll be benefiting from that. But all the utilities, they all look pretty A-listed utilities. This is not a crappy project from the looks of it. They have a fairly big team too. And of course, you got Pixel Park, Amplifier, Loan Booster, Accelerator, Yield Compounder, Flex. Flex is going to eat up Hex, and that's going to be beautiful too, just like the base token for Maximus. And going into there, nice. You get PLS for staking your Watt token. Pretty easy. Nice there. We might have to swap this out for the Internet Money Wallet at some stage. No bias there, right? No bias. That's funny. All right, cool. Cool VIP, as we say. Cool VIP. Now, KSB TV is coming up. So KSB TV is doing their workshop. So we've talked about PulseCon 2022. We've talked about Matty Allen's Pulse conference online. And now we've got also the workshop from the Ultimate. I love these guys. These guys are on the front lines, onboarding people onto Pulsechain and Hex. They did the Hex 5 tour last year. Man, these guys are absolute legends. Patrick and Ava and the rest of the team. Let's have a look at the rest of the team, because often, you know, the people that are sort of fronting it get a lot of credit there. I'm not sure why this is so. Let me just scatter that. I don't know why that's so high on the black part. I can't get rid of all this black part there, so they might need to update their website a little bit there actually, because that's annoying having such a big header board. Yeah, that's really annoying. All right, so we got Patrick there, Hex Line. We got 8-Bit Hex. We got Mars there. You may have seen a few of these guys. Dan. We got Black Hexkin, who's pretty famous now. Does amazing job there. We got DJ Paulie, who's pretty famous too. Love DJ Paulie and all his photos, images, stuff like that. We got Black Crypto there. We got Sticker Guy, Hex Photographer as well. You may have seen some of these, and of course, Kitty Hex there as well. Big shout out to the team there. Now they've got workshops coming up, and I think have they made these later? They seem to be later here. They're going to be doing, this is their workshop. So I love these. These are onboarding people. Introduction to Decentralized Finance and Cryptocurrency. Cool. guiding principles and rules to entertaining crypto markets, learning to become your own bank with proper security. Number 2, staking and delegating using smart contracts and blockchain features to create a passive income. Obviously, Hex is right up there. Number 3, liquidity and providing and yield farming. So that's pretty cool. Learn how to turn your crypto assets into yield producing assets. Number 4, highlighting a Pulsechain feature or project, NFTs and capitalized stakes, internet gaming, and so many. And then finally, number 5, Million Pulse Tour with the PLS giveaway, deep dive into key features that make Pulsechain the world's cheapest, fastest blockchain. So looking pretty good to me. They got Chicago coming up there, October the 8th. They got NYC, October the 29th, November 19th. So they've seemed to push these out. I'm not sure if these were reset or what, but they're definitely later now, which is good because obviously I kind of see the earliest the Pulsechain could be is maybe October. So that's cool, and probably more likely December, although I don't know. I'm just speculating, just like everyone else that's out there. Dallas in the house is there too, December. New Orleans in January 23, Miami 23, Sacramento March 23, Los Angeles March 25 as well. So pretty cool. A big shout out to the team there. Very, very nice. They're already working though. They've already got some of these things, Million Pulse Tour Workshop Chicago, and Nashville there in July and August. So very, very cool stuff in them from the looks of it. So big shout out. We've got lots of stuff, man. There's 3 big conferences, 3 big onboarding type things that are coming up. I like it a lot. All right. Let's jump back to the markets and let's see where we're up to. Man, oh man, Hedron's getting close. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Let's jump into Hedron a little bit closer there. That's looking good, man. We're just over 2 hours on the live stream. That's not too bad either. And of course, here we are trying to tackle. Oh, it got there. It touched at 1,000. We just missed that. Let's move this to the 15-minute chart. We are so close on that. Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm going to pull that down. That is the Hedron there. Look at that. It actually spiked in the last 15 minutes. Probably the last couple of minutes, actually. And it's trying to get over that 1,000 line there. Look at that. Is that beautiful or what? Very, very cool. Bakahuna says, I claimed and swapped it. Nice free money, says Bakahuna. Yeah, some people are doing like that, claiming the weight token there. Charity Dunning says, Power City is a huge project. Is massive. Absolutely massive. Brennan said, did you see Texan token dump on testnet last night? No, I did not. I've got it. I had it, remember? Oh, no, really? Have I? I bought 1 million of it. Oh, my gosh. Have I tanked? Let's go have a look. Good thing it's on the test wallet. All right, so let's look here. Let's have a look. That's pretty funny, man. I appreciate that, Brennan. Let's check it out. So we're going to go to PulseX. Let's jump over there and let's see what what it's worth. Texan token. Is that at the bottom, is it? No, where is it? Where's my Texan token? Texan. They're out. Bam. All right, let's see what it's worth. Bam. All right, 44. I think I'm still in the money quite a lot there. Oh, it did tank though, 260. So 1 Texan worth 274. That's definitely tanked to 23 now. Man, oh man, that really went off the cliff there. That's pretty crazy. This is on testnet, by the way. It's not real money, but it's still dramatic. That's in the last 24 hours. Look at that. Bam. 260 down to 18. Ouchie. Down 80%. Man, oh man, I should have sold, shouldn't I? Shouldn't have sold. I wasn't even watching it. But 44. I think I'm still... am I still in the money there? Let me think about that. Yeah, I think I'm still in the money, quite a bit in the money there. So I'm not sure now. I'm trying to think. So look at the week. There's the week candle. So yeah, I think I'm still in the money. So yeah, boy, it really pumped on the 9th, and then it sold off there. But I bought back here, so I'm still in the money. Pretty sure about that. I have to double check though, but I think I am still quite up. I think I bought $15,000 worth, so I'm at 45. I think that's where I'm at. I could be wrong, but there we are. I also shaved off some of this and put it into staking as well on the Texan staking. Let's bring up Texan staking and let's have a look, see what my staking is looking like at the moment. Connect. I wasn't planning on doing this, but hey, we're doing it. Let's have a look at stake and let's see our stakes. We've got 4 stakes. We've got 100,000 in for 22 years. We've got a 14. We've got 10,000 for 1 year, 10,000 for 4 days, and 10,000 for 30 days. So our 4-day one has ended. We ended up earning 5.5 Texan tokens. We're going to end that. In stake and mint interest. The reason why I did these stakes is so that we could see how they work, like just see how they work in practice. The stake 73 is ready to pay out. Click confirm. Okay. It's very clean looking UI. You got to admit, that's a very nice shapely UI there. It's going to cost me 0.00066 test pulse there, the claim. So cool. We're claiming. Let's see how it goes. Your stake is first ended. Is being ended. This may take up to a minute. We understand. A Texan token. Bam, it's gone. We did it. Woohoo! Now we can actually scrape interest. Now this is what we wanted to do, was scrape the interest. So we're going to scrape this interest. Interesting that we can't scrape any of the longer stakes. So we can't stake the 22-year or the year stake there in scraping, but we can scrape the 30-day stake. That's pretty interesting. I'm not sure whether that was even clear there. Now we've got 880,000 Texan tokens in our wallet at the moment because I bought 1 million of them. Yes, I did. I was speculating on them. I should have sold them yesterday, right? I should have sold them yesterday. Anyway, scrape. We got it. You're about to scrape your stakes. I am. Let's do it. Bam. And we're going to scrape. This is the first time I've done this, by the way. So the first time that we've claimed a stake and also scraped a stake, which is exactly what we're going to do. So 0.00036 test pulse. It's even cheaper to do. And we're going to scrape that. Cool. Looking good. Let's pull up the wallet as well. So show the transactions. We're in the wrong wallet there. Let's pulse that one and expand view. So we have scraped. Actually, no, sorry, I'm corrected. We've scraped twice on this already. So it's like we've scraped that interest that we earned there as well. I see what happened. So I'd already scraped some. Now I've scraped it again. I can scrape all of this too. This big amount here from a 22-year stake. So we'll do that maybe tomorrow or something and see whether it does any impact there. End date is 80,000, so we're climbing through their stake days. Yeah, cool. All right, so let's jump over to the transactions. Just 2 contract interactions for that, the claiming and the staking there. So cool. And that's where we're at this stage. So that's going okay. We'll jump out of there. We're going to come back to it every so often. Now, we also have yield farming as well, which I don't often, I do every couple of days. I harvest the yield farming. We've got 17.6 INC tokens. We've got 109 million PLSX LP tokens worth 872,000. Now, we were back up at 940 the other day, 940,000. So we're still out of the money at this stage, but we're not too far away. We were down all the way down at like 440,000. So we were way out of the money. But we're going to collect our INC tokens. And that's it. We're not going to add the top up our LP at the moment because it just takes a few transactions, but we'll just leave that at this stage. We might as well just harvest though. 38% APR at the moment, annual percentage rate. Remember, that's more like a simple flat interest rate compared to APY, which is like compounded rate. So cool. Nice. So yeah, let's have a look at the info. We're going to quickly look down at the top tokens. We've had a bit of increase in people playing on the testnet at the moment. Look at that, sort of slowly been increasing. So that's cool. At the moment, 281 million, which is not too bad. Pulse is down 4%. Pulsex is down 18%. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Good thing I sold a lot of my Pulsex out of there. That's what I'd probably say. Let's have a look here. We're going to jump over to Texan as number 6. Texan has jumped to the first page. How about that? It's down 86% though. So yeah. 450. Boy, the liquidity's completely changed. It's gone up much more. Someone dumped it though. Someone dumped it. Little rat bags. Well, I wasn't watching. Someone dumped it there. We had 4 trading pairs. Now we've got 5. So that's interesting as well. Let us see what happens here. I don't know if I've got much to buy this with. It's probably the way if I was going to speculate it. We've still got 567,000 PLSP. But yeah, just the way it goes. Bam, incentive tokens there. Bam, 360, 360, no, 36. Okay, cool. We'll leave it at that. All right, so we'll stay tuned on that one. Let's jump back to the market. Oh, yep, we've got Hedron just trying to get itself over 1,000. Pretty much touched it at 1,008, but we'll keep watching that pretty closely. In the meantime, let's play part 5 in our tops here. Texas, I'm curious about, has utility very similar to Hex's charity. Yep. And missed it again. All right, so Katie says, "Oh no, Texan wrecked all day. Only good on testnet here. It went from 64 cents to 0.02 cents. Ouchie, ouchie. Wow. Are you going to participate in Texan, Superman? No, probably not. Charity is probably not. I will keep you posted on that though, Charity, if I decide to change my mind. I think it's very nice. I like the way it's done. Now, what I want to know is it being marketed to the 500,000 people in the Texan organization? If that is true, then yeah, I probably would do participate, Charity, if it's getting marketed. I think it is getting marketed to the 500,000 people in that organization. Then that would be, I think, a fairly bullish thing. I believe it will be a great onboarding tool for the Hex ecosystem and community, says Katie. Yeah. So the key onboarding. Normally, you don't want to market to people that are in the Hex Pulsechain per se, unless it's something like Maximus or Hedron or PUSD. But in this case, if they're onboarding a whole new community, 500,000 people potentially as their marketing audience, then yeah, that would be a super bullish thing. So yeah, in that case, I have asked that question, so I'm hoping to get an answer back on that one. I don't remember them covering it in any of the videos. I have watched their videos. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I wasn't thinking at the time, but definitely that could be super bullish. So definitely something, if you're thinking about participation, that would change my mind pretty quickly. That being said, I think the project looks really cool. My only concern is attracting funds away from Hex and Pulsechain and that kind of thing, if you know what I mean. But of course, that would be offset by introducing 500,000 people as a potential audience into Pulsechain. So yeah, that's pretty bullish from that point of view, which I think is what they're trying to do. Charity says, I don't know, Texan is being airdropped PLSX Sacrifice is, and Hex Takers donation phase happened later this month. Yeah. I might reread some of that too, Charity. Good point. All right, let's play number 5. Where we're up to number 5, part 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's go. Number 5 is about 4 minutes long, so getting up there. One more part after this.
Day. Nobody. Me. I did. Yeah.
There are newsletters that you can subscribe to for $1,000 a year, where these experts predict what Bitcoin is going to do. But Richard has a lot of information for free on his YouTube channel, youtube.com/Richard Hart.
Okay, and Richard, let me just finish up with you and the question about how are we going to live? How is crypto going to be in our life in the future?
Well, you can't kill it. You can't get rid of it. I mean, China's banned it and unbanned it 100 times. They even banned mining it. Who cares? I mean, China's banned everything. China's banned Facebook. China's banned Google. China's banned nearly everything. How's it working out? By the way, if you haven't heard it, I called the top on the day in Bitcoin 10 months ago. It might even be 11 months ago now. At 65K. That's been in profit every single day, except one, where it went up 6% and then immediately went straight down about 44%. So yeah, how nice of me to do that for free for you guys. Stuff that other people charge money for and they can't even do. They charge you the money and they fail you. I give you this stuff for free. You're welcome.
Where's the next low then for Bitcoin?
Traditionally, Bitcoin drops 85% after a parabolic blow off top. This cycle was different because the government, it should go down to about 11K. So since it was,
that's a reasonable expectation.
Agree. Yes, because it's what it has been doing for decades. It always drops 85%.
What's going to happen to Hex?
Hex continues to have giant dips like it always has, but it also makes new all-time highs. You got to understand that an 80% dip only cancels out a 5x pump. And when you have a 1,000,000% pump, you would have to drop 999999999% to cancel it out.
Bitcoin's making perfect progress.
I mean,
yes, Bitcoin continues. Like, here's the thing. The world around us is crumbling.
Looking at what chart? What chart are you looking at that's showing you Bitcoin's killing it?
Have a look at wokeism. Have a look at fucking.
Yeah, that's all terrible. We agree on that. We agree on wokeism.
So the whole world is collapsing around us.
I agree with all that.
It's like this heartbeat that remains consistent.
That had its run. Bitcoin had its run.
It's not had its run. Bitcoin's early days, man. Bitcoin's going to have its real run.
Dude that bought 13-year-old bag that just got here is like, yo, I didn't buy the top. I called the top of the day. You did not. You probably dollar cost averaged into the top on the day. Like, I'm telling you as a person that knows more about Bitcoin than you. Like, I'm trying to save you, man.
More about Bitcoin. No. You're trying to frame Bitcoin through the lens of making dollars. I don't care about that.
No.
The only measure that counts for me
I 1,000x people's Bitcoin stacks. What part of less than a Satoshi to 1,000 Satoshis is unclear to you? I 1,000 extra Bitcoin stack for free.
Bitcoin stacks then. Why do you want to increase people's Bitcoin stack if you don't?
I don't.
Think that Bitcoin is worth
but it's
holding
still
long?
better than fiat. Look, Bitcoin is not as good as Ethereum, which is the reason Ethereum's outperformed it 3-1. You know who owns Bitcoin? A bunch of venture capitalists and scumbags. But you think it's the fucking, we're going to save politics with this shit.
I'm not.
Let me tell you who owns
capitalist,
Bitcoin.
and at least I don't think I'm a scumbag. But
You know who just drove the price up of Bitcoin over the last week? I do. Do you know who? It's a single guy.
fuck, it doesn't matter. It's a market.
It doesn't matter who drove the price of Bitcoin up?
No,
I thought you wanted to
absolutely
promote Bitcoin. How are you going to promote Bitcoin if you don't know who the guys driving the price up are to go find more of them?
I don't care about the price. See, this is why I asked you the question in the beginning. Is like, why do you do what you do? Is that you're trying to get rich? Like, I don't care.
I've
What
been
I
rich
wanna
and
do-
retired since 2003. I had a 150 employee company doing 60 million a year turnover in 2003 when I retired at the age of 25. I started
Okay, so
mining
why are you
Bitcoin when
doing
it
what
was
you're
50
doing?
cents.
You haven't answered me.
Yes, because I'm fixing everything. The reason I'm a self-help author, the reason I raised $27 million for charity, the reason I raised multiple billions of dollars for freedom of movement and freedom of speech is because I deeply care about these things. I've been rich and retired for decades, plural. And written right there.
All right, so part number 5. We've got one part left after that, so pretty cool. We're going to intermittently check between that. And, oh, my goodness, we've got a big breakout. Nice. Look at this. This is breaking out here. Look at, woohoo, a hedron there up to 1045. We're just about over there, not quite yet. That is pretty cool. We are up to, we actually are. Actually, we're at 1001 at the moment, so my orange line's a little bit low. Might have to pull it down to there, but we're basically at it now. Nice on that one. So, woohoo! Hedron on the move. Nice to see it back into one less zero. What's that? 5 zeros now. Had 6 zeros, 5 zeros now. Pretty exciting. Woohoo! I love it. I love it. All right, so let's put this back to the daily chart, and we're going to zoom that in and have a look at the history of Hedron. Really starting to break out there now. I've got my old structures on there when we were calling the shots on here. Isn't that hilarious? We're going to, maybe I'll delete some of that here while we're here. Bam, bam. We've got so many charts there. Look at that. Crazy, crazy stuff there. All those oranges. We're doing all the angles on that one. Bam, bam, and bam. They're almost all gone. What else have we got there? Heaps of them. Man, we did so much talking on that. It was a lot of fun, though, to see that. Now, if you remember, we had a big whale that was buying in here. This, as far as I can tell, they're still way out of the money by a long shot. So they're just going to have to wait patiently for Hedron to recover as well. So cool. That's where we're at. Looks like I've cleaned that chart up pretty nicely. Hedron making another move. Look at that. High, low. Staking is coming. And, of course, deflation as well with the burn. So burn is coming too with the ICOSA product from Alex. Nice move there. And there we go. Woohoo! All right. Lies beneath with the emojis. Looking good there. I like that too. Excited. Hey, this is I haven't done a live stream. Is this my longest live stream? I think it's coming up. Longest live stream. I think we've done 2 hours. We did 2 hours and a half. I think when we get past 2.5 hours, I'm pretty sure. Have I done longer than 2.5 hours? I don't think I have. This could be the record here. Hi. Hey, welcome everybody. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Just go hit that. Let's go subscribe. Beep. And then hit the like button. Hit the bell for future videos as well. It's the way to go. That's what we say. 2 live streams a day. And, of course, this one is the longest one I've done. From the looks of it is coming up. So not too far away from that. Let me just jump over to the Action Jackson. All right, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, nothing. There seems to be no tweets. No, we were going to have the Rackham, Rishel, and RG3. We're on Twitter Space. They tried twice, but it dropped off. I'm not sure what was happening there. Lau says, loving this Hedron pump. Yeah, I guess most of you are holding Hedron, so it's nice to see it get up here. It is a pretty cool passive income as well. When is the next cliffhanger dip, says CJ. Not sure. But this may continue to get some momentum. We've still got another, if the product doesn't launch till the end of July, maybe early August, it's still 10, 20 days that we could get a move on here. I guess the next sort of target is probably around, around this height here, probably somewhere around here, maybe 1500. or even slightly higher here. This one here, previous high. This previous candle up here was 1945, so maybe the next one would be a doubling from here to break out from here, so that'd be up here. So yeah, let's copy that, bam, and paste it out. That's kind of our next target, I guess. And here, and then the next one would be say 2000. Let's get that up there. So it's about there. So we'll keep watching this. It's kind of where we're going in there. Oh, nice. So 1000 hit. Beautiful. We had definitely a nice little solidification here in 5531 there, which was back. If you think about this, the support level here, it was the same back here on day number 5 and day number 3 of Hedron. So pretty cool. We also, obviously, the launch phase is over. So, we had 100 days. The launch phase is over. And, of course, also another chance for it to have another little move higher. Obviously, if we get some big whales deciding to move up into this as well, could move up, fairly nicely as well. Some whale swapping. We've got the markets at the moment holding up pretty well. 21,500 on BTC, or 450, I should say, and Ethereum at 1213, BNB at 242. Looking good. We'll drop out of there for a quick minute, and we've got Hex at 3.763. We've got Maxi at 90, almost 96% premium. That's moving up too. Oh, let's have a look at the Maximuses too. This is so cool. This chart on the daily. Look at that, man. Oh man, that's so good. Let's zoom that out. That is the Maxi chart. Look at that. The premium was in this range between 52 and 82%. It was just getting higher lows, and then of course, then they decided to announce the old. I think it was around here. They were announcing the old base and team token coming out. More bullishness. Premium has just gone up. Remember, the team token needs Maxi, so it's going to eat up some of the supply here. Could be dramatic. I mean, it's 294.3 million Maxi. And of course, how much is that going to go into the team token? Be interesting to see. And of course, the team token will be watching how the base token is going because they want the bigger pays better bonus. So that needs to do well too. I have very good confidence that will do. 150 million to get the full, bigger pays better bonus and get that higher 12-month APY. So instead of getting 12, 13% or 15%, something like that in the ballpark. So cool. It seems to be the case there. So nice on that one. 96. It's just starting to climb. And of course, 30% of that Maxi that's going into the team token is going to be burned. And then the rest of it's going to be given back to stakers over 369. So 3 years, 6 years, and 9 months over there in that token. Which one would argue, it would normally decrease the price of the team token. But of course, the team token is going to be an ownership token. So therefore, it's going to be creaming the crop of a lot of different tokens in there. So it's going to be fascinating to see that get priced. The market doesn't know how to price it at the moment, I don't think, very easily. You can only price what are the knowns, but there's unknowns. And the knowns are that it's going to get half of the bigger pays better bonus in Hex. And of course, the Hedron in the contract as well, is what I understand. But the unknowns are the future products that are going to be scraped into this, scraping the benefits of future products. So yeah, I did see Tipcatcher put out a couple prizes as well around what time frames would you stake. So maybe they're investigating new products further down the line. So that's going to be interesting to see that too. And then of course, Power City expected to come out as well with theirs. I'd like to see Power City launch that flex product as soon as they can, because so they can front run Pulsechain, just launch on the ETH chain. And of course, eat up the Hex. That's the design of that. So looking forward to that myself. I hope they do that. No guarantees, but that would be cool if they did. They'd give them a lot more street cred as well, because they've got a product that will be live in the market. People like products that are actually active in the market, although their roadmap looks pretty spectacular in my view. Cool VIP, as we say, cool VIP. All right, let's pull up the Hedron. We're going to play part number 6 as the final part. But before we do that, we're going to get into what happened to the Feeding the Ducks is Hex God Turtle. Yeah, haven't got that on. Apologize for that. Let me pull that up. Feeding the Ducks. That was not on, but here we are, number 14. Thanks for reminding me there, Hex God Turtle. Charity says, I've learned so much from you, Superman, really from scratch, learning how to sack to be able to evaluate tokens in the RH ecosystem myself. Thank you, says Charity. Hey, you're welcome. A big shout out to you. That's really the aim of the channel. I do have put my limitations on what we can do, and that's not just myself, but other YouTubers as well. It's very important for people to read source documents themselves, as well as pick up, some of the overviews from YouTubers as well. So cool. CJ's in house feels like a false hope right now. Lol, says CJ. Need to catch up on what base team Icosa are, says Genuine. Yeah, well worth it. They are helping the Hex ecosystem big time, eating up that Hex circulating supply overall. Very cool. And of course, to the investors, they offer real flexibility, optionality, and some real upside with the bigger pays, better bonuses. So they are pretty cool. And of course, Hedron as well with the free airdrop. KD in there with the bread and the ducks. Love it. All right, let's play part number 6, eh? Let's do it. This is the final part, part number 6. Let's go. It's actually the longest one, I think. No, it's not too long. It's 6 minutes, so it's the last one here. Part number 6, Richard Hart's top calls. And of course, this is the last couple of months, so it's the latest ones as well.
Bitcoin top on the day 11 months ago. Who else called the top on the day? Nobody. I called the top on the day, and it's been in profit every single day except one. It's a little tiny day where it made a little Judas candle, got everybody long, a fake breakout, and then went straight down. Dropped 55% after that little fake out candle. What else? Yeah, called tops on the day for free. Free YouTube, youtube.com/Richard Hart, you name it. We're just living the dream out here. We're doing everything better, and people are starting to figure it out. They're starting to go like, oh, wow, those guys are really killing it. Big Simp 69 asks, have I ever called the Bitcoin top? Yes, I have. More than once. I believe in the 85% dip. It happens, and I've been through many of them, and people just don't think they're possible. New paradigm. You're like, yeah, new paradigm? Wrong. You guys, the noobs, bought the top, and who's going to buy after you? So, he takes his stable coins that he had and swaps them for Bitcoin, and then his peg gets attacked by a bunch of people selling the UST for other stuff, and then he has to defend the peg. So he bought it like 48 and sold it like 36. And so now he just has less reserves left. And so you cannot make the backing of a stablecoin stronger by getting wrecked trading. It doesn't make sense. Okay. And it's very like, hey guys, the world's richest guy in the world just bought. It's even legal in some countries. We're early. No, you're not early. You're late. You guys are the last to buy. I bought and mined for free at 50 cents. I bought at 30 and then got wrecked and it went down to 2, but I didn't sell, so yay. But like, it's just, they're stupid. Like Michael Saylor said Bitcoin was gonna fail in 2013 and hasn't deleted the tweet, just like Online Gaming did. I had huge bags of Bitcoin. And then now he's wrecked. He's almost underwater. His average cost basis, I believe, is 31,000. He was underwater yesterday, underwater with other people's money and underwater with leverage. He took on leverage to get long at 46 or 48. He took on leverage. He encumbered his Bitcoin that he has to get more Bitcoin at a higher price. And now he gets liquidated at 21K. And I think the price will go down to 11K.
Do you think he took out collateralized loans?
Yeah, he bragged about it. He tweeted about it and bragged about it. He took on 200 million of leverage from Silvergate Bank with a Bitcoin collateralized loan. And it's just reflexivity. So now, instead of never having to get liquidated, now you've got a leverage position. And what are the 3 ways smart people go broke? Liquor, ladies, leverage.
Yeah. So once again, Richard Hart doing victory laps. Called top on the day. Bitcoin, told you 27 days later, Ethereum, it did the same. Told you don't pick up pennies in front of freight trains. Withdraw your money, not your keys, not your coins. Celsius stops withdrawals today. Celsius is down 99%. I can't be more right. I'm always right. It's like, it just sucks that the things I'm right about are things that are getting, people are just choosing to get themselves wrecked. I know. What else I can do for you? It's crazy. Can you call the bottom? Well, man, I think 11K is the Bitcoin bottom. Let's see when we get there, right? I like how everyone now is trying to pretend they're me, pretend they call the top, and pretend, 11, like, nope, my idea. I did it when no one else would do it. When Mashinsky was on Kitco telling you about a new moon, I was telling you, hey, it's over.
I called the 20K top on the day.
Mm-hmm.
I called the 65K top on the day, and really the 69K top was fake. It was only there for like a small amount of time. It went straight down. So And then I was like sad because I used to shill Bitcoin all day long. I was sad that I couldn't do that anymore because I knew it was wrecked. And I called the bear market. And so that video of me getting teared up at 8,500, the fucking price went down to 3,000. So should I feel bad about tearing up at a 3 times higher price and letting everybody else know the shit was wrecked and dead? No, I should feel fucking great. I called the top. I told you the bear market was over. I was 100% right. And if you look at my track history, I'm just fucking right about everything. Like, you give your coins to someone else to try and make yield. You lose all your money. Everybody lost all their money in cred. Now, everybody seems to be losing all their money in Celsius because no one can take it out. It's fractionally reserved. They're fucked. Everybody's fucked because cryptocurrency was invented to get rid of middlemen, and people love to give their keys up and inject middlemen, do the opposite of why crypto was invented. They lose all their money. I was right about Celsius. I was right about the Bitcoin price. I'm right all the time, and I do it for free. I just give you this information that I could sell for millions of dollars for free because I'm a nice guy.
Like, to be fair, Richard, I don't even think it was a bad moment because I think that moment was very pure and very vulnerable. And I think you shared like your journey throughout, like getting now where you are. And I think looking back at it, I just kind of like want to determine like what was the moment where you were like, okay, I'm stopping this investing in Bitcoin and in this bull market.
Changed. I mean, everything changes. Like tops get found. Like people are like, oh, you were bullish in November of 2017. You're like, yeah. And then the price went up. And then when the price, right before the price started going down, I called it. Like people are so dumb. They like don't update their worldview. Ethereum used to suck. It used to only have scams on it. Then it kicked ass. And now it's too expensive and too full. So I have to launch a new thing called Pulsechain. So, you know, like you have to update your worldview. Technology is a constantly evolving process. And if you don't update your worldview, you're just going to get left behind.
All right, so that was the last part, number 6, the best calls of Richard Hart up to the end of June there. So pretty nice. Gunther the accountant's got a poll he's just put up in the last 27 minutes or something. How will PulseCoin.com perform in 2 years from the 20th of the April launch price? He's got a 10,000x, 1,000x, 100x, and 10x. I put 10x just to be conservative, but there is the vote. If you want to vote, there is the tweet, and I'll just post it in the chat there. Bam, there we are. Go, cool. So you can go vote for that. Bit of fun for sure. Let's jump back to the markets and see where that's all at. We've got that Hedron, woohoo, breakout. Finally hit that support there. Hopefully it will get some support in here. It's currently at 1,026, so looking good there. Has gone as high as 1046, so it's moving up pretty nice on the old Hedron. We've got Pulse Dodge Coin at $3.40, also breaking from the moment. We're trying to break out there over 340. Has got as high as 348, and of course, good chance that will move higher. Today seems to have the right momentum. Momentum is your friend. And of course, yeah, there we are. Hex at just under 3.8 cents on the top left, and Maxi at the bottom left there on the daily is at 7.4 cents, and the premium at the moment is currently at 96%. Looking pretty good. So yeah, a lot of fun at the moment. We're going to be live streaming for 3 hours, so we've got another 23 minutes to go. Woohoo! Go, 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 go. Everything Maxi on this channel. Very, very cool. Hope you guys are enjoying it. That was a bit of fun there from Gunther. Nice one. Market price is holding up okay. Now remember, we've got the Federal Reserve has got, I think it's minutes meetings the 26th, 27th of this month, if I remember rightly. And of course, that will likely introduce some volatility into markets. So it's very important to keep tabs of when the Fed's doing its interest rates adjustments, because that can pull markets down. So not just the stock market, but also the crypto market as well. So just take care out there. Just remember to keep thinking about that in terms of buying and selling. He hates being right, says CJ. Yeah. Hates being right. Nice. All right, so cool. How we doing? We're doing pretty well here. Get us in the chat here. Now, we have talked about the weight token earlier. The weight token has been doing fairly okay at the moment. Did pull down to 0.5 cent. Now down at 0.74 of a cent at the moment. So it was down at 0.5 cent. Now has moved up here. This is the hourly chart. So you can see on the weight token here, moved off the bottom here, 0.5 cent. It's already up quite a bit there. And we had a big volume candle here. Did manage to get up to 84 hundredths of a cent, but it's pulled back down from there. So cool. That is the meme charts there. I just add that airdrops tab. We're just expanding, constantly expanding. Can you imagine when Pulsechain launches, how many tabs I'll have? Oh my gosh, it's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be insane in the membrane. Of course, we should be able to find them on Dex Screener. We should have PRC tokens everywhere. This is the way we're going to rock as we take over crypto, world domination. Woohoo! All right, we're loving it. I'm feeling bullish today. All right, the charts are bullish too, so it probably helps. It probably helps a bit there. All right, so we're up to 4,871 subs on the channel. Another 29 to get to 4,900, and then of course on to the big one, 5,000. That's kind of a cool target. So we're 129 subs away from that. If you haven't hit the sub button, smash the sub button. And of course, if you haven't shared the channel around, share it around. That certainly helps. Gold Key shared the channel yesterday, which was very nice of him. So a big shout out to the Maximus team there. What was I going to say? Actually, likes. Yeah, we're at 97 likes, so we need 3 more likes. Smash it, smash that like button. Just go beep 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 or boop boop boop, whatever, and that will get up to the 100 likes there. I probably should have got up to a poll on here too, on the channel poll, but we never did that. What charts are you using to see the weight? We're using Dex Screener. Dex Screener there. It's pretty easy. Dex Screener is nice and easy. You can do tabs and all sorts of fancy stuff like I've got here. You can have up to 16 slots actually on these. You can change the number of columns as well. See, it's got columns there. You can change the number of columns, heights. There's lots of flexibility. And of course, you can just do searching. So if you want to search, just click the search bar, put the token in there. If you typed in weight, for example, you do always need to confirm the contract address if you're going to do trading. But in terms of this, there are 3 pairs currently running for that, so easy to do. There's USDC on version 2 and 3 of Uniswap, and of course an ETH pair has been made up as well. So that's the other thing. We're going to go back to the quad charts though, set up the airdrops, and away we go. Nice. Here we are, 74 tenths, 74 hundredths of a cent there at the moment, so not bad at all. But we'll go back to our main action of the day, which is Hedron and Pulse Dodge and Maxi. Come on, Hex, you can do it. 4 cent Hex, come on, bring it on. I want 4 cent Hex. That's where we're going. Maxi Hedron at 984. Just pull back a little bit. Pulse Dodge coin at $3.33, and Hex at the moment, the premium at 96%. Yeah, 96. What else is in the house there? Boop boop. Yeah, definitely look. Hey, we hit 100 likes. Nice one. Woo-hoo-hoo. We're on our longest live stream here. You have my likes, says Briz. Hey, Briz, appreciate that. Briz was silently watching in the background. Now, Briz has got some more artwork coming up on his channel, so we're looking forward to that. I won't say anything about it. He's going to surprise you all with this next piece of artwork, but it's pretty cool. Brendan's in house there. Boop boop boop. Yeah, definitely. You have my many likes, says Maui. Hey, good to see you, Maui. Extreme, I like that name. That's cool. Daniel says, I was the 100th likes. Nice one, Daniel. Appreciate that. Big shout out. Boop, boop, boop. We got to do that. You know me, I like crazy sound effects on this channel. Easy's in the house there. Woo! Yeah, definitely looking good there. Got a couple of little shout outs. Hit the buy already. Everybody says Mary Extreme. Yeah, hit the buy, that's for sure. Nice with the emojis, looking really good there. Hey, 2 hours and 42, the longest live stream on this channel. Man, oh man. What am I going to do when I get to 5,000? What should I do with 5,000? I'll have to get some special guests on, right? I have to get some, maybe open the floor. Yeah, definitely need to get to start doing some more collaborations in the chat there, get some guests on there. Last one we had was KG on Internet Money Wallet. Yeah, I want to get Power City is probably one of the ones I want to get on. So if Power City people are watching, hit me up on Twitter, Token Hex, and love to have you guys on talking about your roadmap ahead. And of course, probably look to get the Maximus team on as well, because these guys are major inroads for Hex. Very, very cool. Now, Kinetics talked about the Hex Investment Trust the other day, and of course, that's been doing, he said it's going well, but of course, because the market prices are down, the portfolio value is down, and of course, they have to hit $10 million before they can take it public. And I think they need 50 or 55 investors. I can't remember which one now. As well, but that's he said it's doing well still, so still onboarding funds, and of course they're looking to buy Hex and stake at 5555. Now I'm not sure the mechanics of how they're doing that, like how many stakes are going to have the 555, that sort of things. I'm not sure exactly how they're managing that side of it, but I do know that their unit amount's going to be based on a 10 Hex unit amount, So when they do go public, it will be based on 10 Hex units. So this is awesome too, though. This is going to play out over time. So looking forward to that as well. So cool, and we love it. Hex Investment Trust, bring it on. Cool. What's that? New Superman vlog coming, says Katie. I have got, okay. Nice one, Katie. All right, so it's now has bought me some equipment that's coming here at the moment. So big shout out to It's Now. And of course, we are stepping up the content of the channel. So there are lots of things happening that are going to happen, especially when Pulsechain launches. A lot of things happening on this channel when Pulsechain launches. But before that, we're going to be doing some vlogs. I'm going to be doing some vlogs. And he sent me a gimbal. So a gimbal and a few other, another item. And of course, we're going to be doing lots more vlogs. So we're going to be also covering more content. So we're going to be doing some macroeconomics. We're going to be doing some a little bit of geopolitics from certain perspectives. And we're also going to be doing, obviously, heaps more crypto. So, and particularly, obviously, Pulsechain Hex, which is what the main purpose of the channel is. So we're going to be doing lots more of that with vlogs outside. We're going to have some fun with that too. So you're going to see some more of New Zealand as well. So it'll be a bit of a treat. What is a vlog? It's a video log. So a video recording outside with myself. So there, not just in the studio here, but outside. Charity Dunning with the parties. Yeah, video blog. Yeah, video blog. Thanks for that. Woohoo! Nice. That's well said for Sandy. Woohoo! All right, cool. There we are. So we've got Hedron there at 984. That was 984. Oh no, 984. I said 984. It's 984, and we got $3.34 on Pulse Dodge. We are sitting cool and pretty here at the moment. Did I say pretty? I think I did say that. So nice one. Now by the way, I'm also going to do every so often. I'll do, if I really like a TV series or a movie, I'm going to do a little review on that. That also gets a wider audience on YouTube because a lot of people look out for those reviews. So it's going to introduce people to the channel. So if you see those, it's sort of a win-win there. I did put out the terminal list yesterday, and you might have seen that, so that's cool. Yeah, if I ever do watch something, because I'm into sci-fi. I do love romantic comedies as well, which is kind of a weird opposite, but I sort of I've always liked those, but I watch less of those these days. So I'm still watching a lot more sci-fi action type of movies. Yeah, we'll definitely cover some of those. It's really hard to get good content, and that's why I enjoyed that yesterday. So cool. How we doing? Not too bad. 2 hours 46. So we're going to be live for another 13 minutes as we roll. But let's play in Richard Hart's. Let's play Richard Hart's Fox business video because that is cool too. CJ says very cool. Yeah, thanks CJ. Appreciate that. The Hex Token community likes the walks around New Zealand. Says Katie. Me too. I'm going to show you. There's so much stuff to do. So really, it's going to be fun. CJ says, Sandy, I'm just a wrench turner. I couldn't even tell you what a blog is. Yeah. So what I was going to say is that there's something else we're going to be doing. Yeah. So we're going to be upgrading, trying to move to a standing studio. So I'll be standing. We're going to try and set that up really nice. So at the moment, I've just got to get a new desk for that and set up. So look forward to lots of improvements on this channel as we head into Pulsechain launching. We'd like to have all that all set up by the time Pulsechain launches. As well, so not going anywhere, just upgrading and upgrading. A blog is just a written log, says Sandy Beach. That's true. I love it, Sandy. I love it. That's so true. All right, so cool. We got lots of emojis from Lives Beneath. I love that. Smash those out. And Briz says, if you want a good sci-fi love story with Chris Pratt, check out Passengers. It's pretty good. Yeah, I like a lot of it, Briz. I thought it was pretty good. I know it got a few criticisms in it, but I thought it was pretty good. That one. Sandy, hey family, Sandy Larson and else. Hey Sandra, good to see you. Sorry, I should say Sandra Larson. Sandra, weren't you on Wales Only earlier? I'm pretty sure I jumped on there and said something. I'm pretty sure it was you, Sandra. Let me know if that is true. Great stream with Wales. Yeah, it was true. So yeah, Sandra, big shout out to you. Just well, yeah, it was so good to see you on there. Blink is the plural version of wink, says Priscilla Nuts. Yes, says Sandra. Yoo-hoo! Yeah, so if you want to check out Sandra Larson on Wales Only earlier, check that out. So I think it was on The topic was psychology. Is that right, Sandra? Is that what your expertise is in psychology? I think that's what it was. Different types of you had some frameworks, psychological frameworks of things that people may face. I think that was right. So Sandra, check it out. Thank you. Hey, you're welcome. Lobras, I'm a rich wrench turner now, says Hexton. Hexagon, yeah. Let's actually pull it up. I think we've got Hex streamers. Let's pull up Hex streamers. Let's do that now. And Wales only was on. Yeah, it was just not too long ago. Achieve a total decision control there. So that was with Sandra. So I think that was with Sandra on there. Yeah, so there's Sandra there. So hi Sandra, woohoo! There's Sandra on there. So check that out. But I think it was on psychology and stuff like that. So things like that. So was it polyvagal chart there? So fight, flight, freeze, and social engagement. So check that out. Well worth it. Let me post that in the chat there in case you want to see Sandra. It was very, very cool. Sci-fi is the best. Yeah, I agree with you, Maui. Neural resetting self-therapy training, says Sandra. Nice. Neural reset self-therapy training. Very cool. That was a good video, says CJ. So there's Sandra on Wales only. Go check that out and leave a comment too. Leave a comment if you have any comments or questions. I'm sure that would be cool too. Nice one, Sandra. Very, very cool. All right. That was excellent. So we're going to jump away from that. Bam, bam. Big shout outs. We're going to get back in the charts, of course. Here we are at 984 on Hedron, $3.32 on Pulse Dodge, both moving higher at the moment as we've been doing this live stream. And of course, Maxi also looking good too at 96, almost moving higher in the premium at the moment as we speak. And Hex, of course, come on, Hex, you can do it. Get back up to that 4 cents. That's what we want, over 4 cents. That would be a nice little starter as well. Imagine if Hex surprised to the upside. Hex surprised to the upside at the moment. Now I think we have another week before we might get some volatility. I'm not so sure. Next week might be a bit of a mixed news, but it might be okay. It's really coming up to that next Fed meeting. And of course, you can't trust a lot of those mainstream reporters trying to bring FUD stories in early before that comes. So we'll see. But yeah, the other thing, of course, is that we've talked about Mt. Gox coming up there. We've also got Celsius trying to restructure, sell downs assets tier 2. So we've got volatility from that side of things as well. So not out of the bear market yet is my suspicion. We're just in a sort of a quiet lull for the time being. And the crypto market's sort of saying that too. I don't think we're over yet. And of course, Richard's still calling 11K and possibly even lower. I've been saying 9,500 seemed about right to me. But of course, you always got to upgrade your expectations when you get a lot more information in as well. So that's the other thing you have to do. Cool. What else we got going on there? Thanks, Sandra, says CJ. Self-regulation of your nervous system, says Sandra. Nice. I like that. Thank you. Hey, you're welcome. That's a pleasure. And there is heal.me/Sandra-last. So nice one there. Appreciate that. All right. Let us, how we're doing for 2 hours and 52. Let's watch Richard Hart's. We're wrapping up in about 7 minutes. We will be back on later today, though. Yes, we will. This might be our longest live stream ever, 3 hours, or at least it's equal to. I'm just trying to remember whether I did 3 hours or 2.5 hours before. I can't remember. Maybe Briz remembers or someone else. We're coming up on 3 hours, though, so definitely right up there in the top 1 or 2. We're going to listen to Richard Hart's business update on Fox, which is cool. I am looking forward. Hopefully Richard does more, like the CNBC or something, and the lead up to the highest stakes on the streaming services would be ideal, getting that profile up there. The other thing, of course, is I forgot what I was going to say. Damn rats. I forgot what I was going to say. All right, let's get into it.
So as everyone knows, it's been a real rough period for crypto investors, and many are actually saying, though, that this turmoil is having something of a cathartic effect, right? In the sense that, listen, it gets rid of the poorly run coins and companies and even some bad actors. Meanwhile, the community itself has really turned into a whole bunch of individual tribes, a lot of believers, of course, committed to their favorite coins. In fact, yesterday I read where a well reportedly bought 20 million Shiba Inu for 210 million. That would have been the largest purchase in history there. I do want to bring in now Hex.com founder Richard Hart. You know, Richard, you are the man behind Hex, and it's been some tough sledding for you, like everyone else of late. Just tell us exactly, you know, what it is, why you created it.
Well, I mean, Bitcoin's got a lot of stuff it can't do. So, you know, right now you're seeing everyone lose all their money, and I do mean all of their money, to people that said they would give them more coins. They tried to earn yield on their Bitcoin. They gave their keys to somebody else, which is the opposite of why crypto was invented. It was invented to get rid of middlemen. So what does everyone do? They give their keys to middlemen that have a good story. They're going to give you some interest. I invented something that I gave for free to Bitcoin holders that let them generate yield by holding their own keys without giving them to somebody else.
So I've did some research, and I want to just ask you about a couple of things, because you've got some detractors out there. It might be a easy way of saying it. And I saw one article in one FI titled "Richard Hart's Hex Token is a Brilliant Scam." It says that the biggest problem with Hex is that the answers you just referred to being paid, but the token doesn't generate revenue. So the only place money can come from is other investors. That would be a Ponzi scheme, no matter how much you spend it. And then, of course, it goes on to say you lay it on thick. What do you say to an article like that? What do you say to an article like that?
Everyone misuses these words. A Ponzi scheme is a fraudulent endeavor where people are told they're going to get paid more from a business activity that doesn't really exist. It's fraudulent. And there's a middleman that pays you your rewards. The family likeness test would say that Hex is most similar to Bitcoin, where miners create money out of thin air and pay themselves their own rewards through the fruits of their own labor. And therefore, since there's no middleman, since you mint your own coins, it cannot be a Ponzi. It can be a bubble, which is why the price drops 85% every 3 or 4 years. But then it goes on to make new all-time highs. So Bitcoin's dropped 85% 3 or 4 times now, and yet it's gone up 690 million%, from a penny to $69,000. And so all Hex is Bitcoin with a proof of work change, where we pay people inflation to hold the price up through staking instead of paying them to destroy the environment through SHA-256 mining. So that's all it is. It's Bitcoin with a proof of work change.
I've been bringing a lot of folks on in your space because I'm trying to learn all of this. And again, when people found out you were coming on, I got a whole bunch of articles. There's another one I want to ask you about because, listen, obviously you've got a pretty strong following, but there was one in AZ Coin. And this is 2019. And it says worrisome Hex founder Richard Hart was revealed to be a notorious scammer known as the Spam King. Again, listen.
I got sued for $500 in civil court 20 years ago, and I couldn't pay for a lawyer to defend myself because in small claims court, you can't have a lawyer defend you.
Okay.
It would have cost me more than $500 to fly to Washington to go win the case. So I don't think being sued for $500 in small claims court makes you a spam king.
Richard, where do we go from here with respect to the overall crypto space, Bitcoin, and Hex itself?
I called the top on the day. Everyone else told you Bitcoin was going to 100,000. I told you it was going down to 10,000. Why? Because it drops 85% every once in a while. But people, they forget that happens. They always think that this time's different. No, this time's not different. Are people paying $1 million for JPEGs, or more accurately, serial numbers loosely related to JPEGs, which may or may not still be hosted on the internet? Yes, they are. As long as people are doing that, you have to have a crash. The reality will not let the idiots that buy JPEGs for $1 million survive.
For Hex, right? I understand you control like 88%.
Oh, Hex.
People want to know, as they're getting in, are you not getting out?
The best time, the origin address has never sold a single Hex. Vitalik dumps Ethereum on your head all the time. The Ethereum Foundation dumps Ethereum on your head all the time. Chainlink founder dumps Chainlink on your head all the time. The origin address in Hex has never sold a single coin, ever. If you want to know who's dumping, just go look. It's all on chain. All of Hex's trading's on chain. Unlike that crap that you see, the fake volume and fake exchange trading you see for all the other coins. All of our stuff's on chain. You can see who sold, when they bought, what other coins they like, when they're locked up for. It's a miracle. It's the most transparent trading in the entire industry.
All right. Hey, that's all the time we have. I appreciate you coming on, and I do say...
You know I called the top on the day, right?
I did not know that. I did not know that. I'm waiting for you to call. I thought you were going to come on the show and call the bottom. No, that's what I'm looking for.
I'll call the bottom when it's 11K.
All right,
and then maybe we go a little deeper.
Sounds good. Richard, thank you very much. All right, folks, of course, I want to hear from you all the time, no matter.
So that was pretty awesome, and I enjoyed it. So let's get onto it. So we've got a couple of questions here. Sandy Bitch says, do you guys like the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I may see Thor at the theater soon. Yeah, we talked about that the other day. I find I don't really like the director. I think it's Taoidi. They're from New Zealand, actually. It's very goofy and childish type of thing. I like epic cinematics, so it's pretty cool. I do like funny space movies, but I just don't like where they're heading with it. But I think it will be entertaining. There'll probably be some good parts in it. It's it's not that's going to be really bad, but it's not where I would take Thor. If I was taking Thor, I'd be keeping it on the epic scale. And we don't not seeing that coming out of Hollywood. There's a lot of epic movies. They're really got a lot of good ideas in that space with Marvel, but just not doing it in the right way, in my view. Certainly not got rich depth to that. CJ's now says, hi Sandra, I'm a Sandra Cruz. I'll give you a shout. Nice. Halal says, how many days straight have you been streaming? Well, I did a calculation of that, 271 days on this particular channel. Now, obviously, back in the old school days, in 2020, I used to have a Hex channel on there. And of course, unfortunately, got taken down with 7 other YouTube channels I had at the time. And they all got taken down. And it was because they were doing purges of crypto channels at the time. And I got taken out on one of those. Now, Hexologist also got his channel taken out as well. He ended up on D-Live, of course, and did an amazing smashing job on there. Good to see him back now as well, doing the 5-day videos. So cool for that. Big thumbs up from Sandy Beach. Absolutely. Hey, we just hit 3 hours on the live stream. Is tonight sci-fi and Chinese? Yesterday was, but that could be today. You never know. God's little. You never know. But we didn't actually have it yesterday. But definitely, you just never know on that one. Now, we've got Hex at 3.7 cents. I will be back on later on today. You know how we roll 2 live streams a day. Even if I do a 3 hour, which is probably the first or second time I've ever done this, we've got Hedron at 9.54. We've got almost 97% premium on Maxi and a Pulse Dodge there at $3.30. So we'll see how that gets on later on today when I jump back on. And of course, Wait Token at the moment moving up towards almost 0.8 of a penny, as this is the latest thing out there. How long can you wait? How can you not wait to Pulsechain? Well, I guess you're just waiting at this stage. That's just the way it is. So cool on that one. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That is our Elon chart there on X as well. It looks a little bit like an alien thing, but that's what it is at the moment. So cool. All right. Let's get into the final comments there. Hex Token, a channel 24/7 potentially with other contributors. That could probably is possible. Although, Pulse Beta, if you think about it, that's already a Discord syndicate is already does that, right? Discord syndicate is kind of the syndicated show, but you just never know. You never know. We'll see. Sandra last in the house there, HMU. I'd say a proof that Superman's Hex educational channel works. A nice one. Thanks, Charity. Appreciate that. Hex God Turtle says, I think I'm going to tonight Turtle Power on the live stream. Great job. Nice one. And I sent you a message. Cool, Sandra over there. Cool one. All right, we're going to sign off, and I'll catch you later on today. Hope you guys enjoy yourself there. We're going to play out some music, of course. You know how we roll. Power City Core, and we're going to funk it up. That's just the way it is. 3 hour live stream. Woo! Rock on. Bump. Woo! Bump. Yeah. We're doing it. Yeah. Later all to KD. Thank you. That's fun. All right, bye for now. Take care. Subscribe, like, share, hit the bell.